the 9th, your blood donation can be the game changer someone desperately needs. Step up to the plate. Schedule your donation today at versity.org because hope is in our blood.
We Energies want you to keep this important safety message in mind. Before you start digging, planting, or landscaping on your property, call 811 to have underground utilities marked. Calling 811 at least 3 business days before you plan to dig will help you know what's below and can prevent a hazardous situation. Our representatives will mark the underground utilities on your property for free. So remember, stay safe and call before you dig.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Tsunami Express Car Wash, Milwaukee's #1 car wash. Make the double play every day with a wash and free detailing. Surf in to TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express.
Wash, chill, repeat.
Back with you on the On Deck Show, built by Menards here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. It's time now for the starting lineups presented by Wisconsin Infrastructure. Investment now, supporting Wisconsin's critical infrastructure. Visit WIIN at wisconsininfrastructure.com. Brewers come in 76-44. They lead off with Sal Frelick in right field. Joey Ortiz bats in the 2 spot tonight. He's the shortstop. William Contreras bats third. He does the catching. Cleanup batter is the designated hitter, Christian Yelich. Andrew Vaughn bats 5th at first base. Batting 6th is the third baseman, Caleb Durbin. Bryce Terang is at second base today. Stuart Baroa called up today from AAA Nashville. He gets the start in center field and bats 8th. And batting 9th in left field is Brandon Lockridge. Again for the Brewers, Frelick, Ortiz, Contreras, Yelich, Vaughn, Durbin, Terang, Baroa, and Lockridge. And on the mound for the Crew tonight is Jacob Mizorowski being activated off the injured list. The Reds come in at 64-58. They're currently a half game out of a wild card spot in the National League. They lead off with TJ Friedl in center field. Spencer Steer bats second at first base. Batting third is the shortstop Ellie De La Cruz. Miguel Andujar is the cleanup batter and the designated hitter. Batting fifth is the former Dodger and second baseman Gavin Lux. Austin Hayes bats sixth in left field. Noelvi Marte bats seventh in right. Tyler Stevenson does the catching, batting eighth. And batting ninth is the former Pirate and third baseman Ke'Bryan Hayes. Again for the Reds, Friedl, Steer, De La Cruz, and Andujar, Lux, Hayes, Marte, Stevenson, and Hayes. And on the mound for the Reds is veteran right-hander Nick Martinez. Time now for the umpire lineup. It's presented by Cannon and Dumphy. Since 1985, they've been leading the way, recovering over $1 billion for clients for fairness on the field and justice off of it. Trust Cannon and Dumphy. First base umpire is Brian O'Nora. Mike Estabrook is the second base umpire. The crew chief is Laz Diaz. He's at third. And the home plate umpire tonight is Eric Bacchus. Brewers and Reds, game one of this three-game series is just around the corner when we return after this on the On Deck Show, built by Menards on the Brewers Radio Network.
Save big money on your next project now at Menards. Don't let an outdated garage door define your home. Revamp your home's appearance with a new ideal garage door. Choose from our large in-stock selection or design your own using our free Garage Door Designer. Hurry in and save big money on your next project. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
At First Weber, you can feel confident our agents will help you navigate the real estate market. With a deep understanding of the industry, they're committed to achieving the results you need. First Weber agents don't simply talk about success. They show it. They're dedicated to earning your confidence, not by what they say, but by what they do. First Weber. Confidence comes first.
Hi friends, are you a retiree like myself and have some spare time and wanting to meet new people? I drive school bus for Cobeson Buses. I enjoy seeing many smiling faces, and I still have time for the activities I enjoy. Cobeson Buses offers a flexible schedule, and it's a well-paid part-time job. It's the perfect balance of work and play. Come join me make a difference in your community. Visit Cobeson.com for more information and to find a Cobeson terminal near you.
Brewers baseball is being brought to you by Citgo. Miller Lite, it's Miller time. Concordia, University of Wisconsin. Usinger's famous sausage. Usinger's in baseball, it's just not summer without them. American Family Insurance. Menards. Prevea Health. Construction Business Group. Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now. Delta Dental. Quick Trip. Woodman's Food Markets. Pops Tire. West Bend Insurance, the Silver Lining. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Carbless, a premium ready-to-drink cocktail. Island Resort and Casino. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Cousin Subs. Potawatomi Sportsbook. Cedar Crest Ice Cream. Wisconsin Biofuels. Wisconsin Laborers District Council. And the Wisconsin Dental Association. Brewers and Reds, first game of a 3-game weekend series on a hot night in Cincinnati. Brewers trying to run that winning streak up to 13 ball games. We'll have the first pitch for you when we come back on the Brewers Radio Network.
If you're shopping for a newer, nicer used vehicle before summer is over, listen up. Ewald's 72-hour back-to-school used car sell-off is this Thursday through Saturday only. All makes and models, all price ranges, payments starting at just $199. Hundreds of certified and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs from your favorite brands. Make no payments for 90 days during Ewald's 72-hour back-to-school used car sell-off. This Thursday through Saturday only at every Ewald location.
Go to ewaldauto.com.
On select models with approved credit.
Attorney Ed Robinson with Cannon and Dunphy.
If you have been seriously injured, don't let the insurance company win. Instead, hire our winning team at Cannon and Dunphy. We have the expertise to investigate your case, navigate through any legal issues, and battle the insurance company to ensure you receive fair compensation. Because the final score matters when you or a loved one has been seriously injured, let us put our winning lineup of attorneys and staff to work for you. To learn more about our record of success, visit our website.
This one is way out there and gone.
There's no greater feeling than when your favorite baseball team hits a clutch home run. But wouldn't it be great if you could do that with your business? SVA Professional Services can help you do just that. We pride ourselves in providing measurable results for clients that span a multitude of industries in the service areas of accounting, tax, business consulting, and more. Get your own measurable results by visiting sva.com/home-run. We'll see you at the park.
Who handles the service and maintenance for your facility? Is it a Steamfitters Local 601 HVAC professional? If not, you might not be getting the best service. Our HVAC professionals undergo 10,000 hours of rigorous training, 1,200 hours in the classroom, and 9,300 hours of hands-on experience. That's the kind of expertise you can count on. For superior service and cost-effective solutions, partner with the best. Visit steam601.org to view our list of signatory contractors. Steamfitters Local 601, keepers of the craft, powering Wisconsin.
Strike out dirt and grime at Tsunami Express Car Wash. Members save money with unlimited washes, skip the line in a fast line, and enjoy free vacuums. Learn more at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express. Wash, chill, repeat.
Back with you from Great American Ballpark here in Cincinnati. It is hot, but it is going to be a nice night overall for baseball. You just won't be wearing a jacket here on the banks of the Ohio River. Brewers and Reds getting ready to start up this 3-game series here tonight as we wrap up the On Deck show built by Menards, and we take a drive around the league. It's presented by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors building Wisconsin together. Well, the Cubs already have lost today. They lost at the hands of the Pittsburgh Pirates 3-2 at Wrigley today. It was a Jack Sawinski home run, his third of the season, to give the Pirates the lead in the top of the 9th inning, and they held on and won it. So the Brewers currently 8.5 games up on the Cubs before this game gets played here tonight. Matchups around baseball, a few games that are getting underway at the same time as this one. Philadelphia at Washington. Texas is at Toronto a little bit later on tonight as well. Seattle's at the Mets. You've got Atlanta visiting Cleveland. Miami is in Fenway taking on the Red Sox. Marlins cooled off a little bit after that surge that they went through. Baltimore's at Houston. Detroit at Minnesota. White Sox at the Royals. Yankees and the Cardinals in St. Louis. It is the Diamondbacks and the Rockies continuing their series at Coors Field. Angels and the A's in Sacramento. A big one in L.A. between the Padres and the Dodgers tonight. Tampa Bay visits San Francisco. The veteran Nick Martinez is going through his warm-up tosses. Reds wearing their City Connect unis tonight. Brewers will be in their road grays. We're getting closer to getting this road trip underway. The Brewers, of course, a perfect homestand and a perfect road trip before this one. Brewers playing the best baseball in the league. And with the play-by-play, here's Jeff Levering.
All right, thanks so much, Lane. A reminder, this copyrighted broadcast presented by authority, the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club. It's also brought to you by the Boucher Automotive Group. Visit them today at Boucher.com. Sun still setting as Sal Frelick digs in against Nick Martinez. And the veteran right-hander throws on the first pitch, and he's in for a strike, and off we go. First pitch of Brewers baseball is brought to you by Carbliss. Premium cocktails in a can. Stop at your local grocer. Stock up for the game or for your next tailgate. Carbliss, less is more. 0-1 is off the glove of Stevenson behind the plate and back to the backstop. The count rides to 1 ball and 1 strike. 88 steamy degrees at our first pitch. Frelick coming off a great series against the Pittsburgh Pirates. 1-1 pitch and a swing and a foul held onto by Stevenson. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Frelick was 5 for 11, homered, and scored 8 runs in the 3-game series. Martinez rocks back and deals on 1-2 and skips it in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tried to change up. Frelick to be followed by Ortiz and then William Contreras. Play him slightly to pull on the infield as Martinez again into the windup and throws on 2-2. Ground ball right side. Up with it pretty easily is Lux, and he throws over to first base for out number 1. Joey Ortiz elevated in the number 2 spot in the batting order for the Brewers today, with Isaac Collins on the paternity list and Blake Perkins on the bereavement list. Pat Murphy shuffling things up in his lineup. New players and new spots in the batting order. Pitch to Ortiz is a ball off the outside corner. Joey Ortiz running hot in the month of August. Overall at .231. 7 home runs, driven in 42. Martinez throws to the plate on 1-0. And that missed low. 93 on that fastball. 2 balls and no strikes. It's the first time this year that Joey Ortiz has hit in that number 2 spot. And takes a strike on the inside corner. Cap almost popped off as Ortiz was trying to get out of the way of that cutter that caught the inside corner. So it's 2-1 on Joey. 2-1 coming back. Fly ball right side, headed towards the seats and in the seats for a souvenir. 2 balls and 2 strikes. In fact, it's the first time that Joey Ortiz is hitting above the number 7 spot this season. Wow. Just a very quick look. Should say 6th spot. He's hit 6th 5 times this year. The first time hitting above 6th. That was a very quick glance and looking for the name Ortiz. 2-2. Hit off the end of the bat. Shallow center and a base hit for Joey Ortiz. First hit of the game belongs to the Brewers. And William Contreras is the hitter. 10 for 20 on the last homestand, including 3 homers and a dozen runs batted in. William now with 59 RBIs on the year. 6 homers in his last 19 games as Martinez from the stretch throws to Contreras. And it's a strike at the top of the zone. 3 for 13 lifetime is Contreras against Martinez. The Brewers, the guys that are in the lineup today, have not had a ton of success against him. And a toss to first. Ortiz is back with a dive. A couple of guys with 3 hits apiece. Frelick, Contreras, Yelich. Great changeup from Martinez. 0-1 on William. Long hold and the pitch. Ground ball to short. Double play ball. De La Cruz goes to second for one. Back on to first. A high throw, but Steer comes off the bag and applies a tag on Contreras. And the inning is over. No runs, a hit, nobody left. Jacob Mizorowski takes the mound when we come back on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Wisconsin's morning. Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Unfortunately, our quick trip around the bases, presented this month by Old Wisconsin Snack Sticks. Our contestant, Austin Correa.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down.
Our quick trip gift card compliments of Old Wisconsin Snack Sticks and Quick Trip. Not tonight. Try again for you tomorrow. Jacob Mizorowski making his first start since the 28th of July. Went 80 pitches in that start against the Chicago Cubs. Gave up 3 runs on 3 hits and struck out 7. He's making his 8th big league start. TJ Friedl is the hitter. 273, 10 home runs for Friedl. Mizorowski ready, and his first pitch is up and away at 102. 1 ball, no strikes. As Pat Murphy said during his pregame chat today, it'll be a short start for Mizorowski. 60 pitches, maybe 65 at the most. Trying to get him ramped back up. The 1-0 is a strike. Sizzling in there at 100. Better to have his bullets be used at the big league level as opposed to in AAA and a rehab start. Much like what Shohei Ohtani is doing without the hitting part of it with the Dodgers. Mizorowski's 1-1 is a ball. Whew. 2 balls and a strike. That got a lot of the plate at 101. We'll get you the Brewers defensively in just a moment as Friedl wide open stands from the left side. Mizorowski kicks and deals, and Friedl fouls it back into the net. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's Lockridge in left. Stuart Baroa making his Brewers debut. He is in center. Sal Frelick's in right. Durbin, Ortiz, Turang, and Vaughn third to first on the infield. And William Contreras is doing the catching. Frelick used his timeout and digs back in. Nothing but fastballs so far to TJ Friedl. Mizorowski at the belt, and his pitch. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Ortho ASAP strikeout number 1 for Jacob Mizorowski. Spencer Steers the hitter. Nothing wrong with that curveball on Steer. Spencer Steer At .238, 14 home runs, hitting in the number 2 spot today. Mizorowski's pitch is a fastball up and in, ball 1.
Well, the velo didn't go anywhere.
Kind of figured it wouldn't, which is a good thing.
Not that there was concern that it was going to go anywhere.
1 ball, no strikes. Mizorowski from the first base side of the rubber throws, and he missed high. And the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Now, the one thing that you worry about is command when you're off for a few days. And try and find that command early. The 2-0, Steer fouls it back. 100-mile-an-hour fastball in the inner part of the plate. 2 balls and a strike. And Contreras lays the sign out there. Going away on Steer, the pitch. And right where the glove was, but slightly low at 102. 3 balls and a strike. Eric Backus is our home plate umpire. Brian O'Nora is over at first. Mike Estabrook at second. And Laz Diaz is the crew chief. He's at third. 3-1 to Steer. Lined into left to base hit. So Steer gets on top of a fastball at 101. And gets the first hit of the game for Cincinnati. Ellie De La Cruz coming up for the Reds. 3-4-12 on the last series against the Philadelphia Phillies, where the Reds took 2 out of 3. Reds have won 4 of the last 5. Getting themselves within striking distance of the Mets for that final wild card spot. And 6 weeks to go. Pitch to De La Cruz is a strike. 100-mile-an-hour fastball. And this is the matchup. If you're a fan of Major League Baseball, this is what you want to see. This is power versus power. And some of the most elite stuff in Major League Baseball, with Mizorowski on the mound to De La Cruz in the batter's box. This one fouled away. And the count goes 0-2. That was a slider at 96. It's Players Weekend this weekend, so if you're watching the telecast and listening to our broadcast, you'll be seeing a lot of vibrant colors. 0-2, fouled back. And De La Cruz stays down in the count 0-2. De La Cruz, for example, using a bright pink bat. We're on the handle and label area is to be a green color, maybe teal. Goes well with the all-black uniforms. The City Connects for the Reds really pops. Mizorowski ahead 0-2 on De La Cruz. Runner at first is Steer. The pitch fouled back. Went after him again with a fastball, and De La Cruz just missed it.
It's kind of like you're at a Little League baseball game all of a sudden when you look at the bats and how much color there's going to be in those over the course of this weekend.
Mizorowski stays ahead 0-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball. De La Cruz has gone on strikes. Second ortho ASAP strikeout for Mizorowski. And both are coming on the curveball. It's got that pitch dialed in. We've yet to see a changeup as Miguel Andujar. Trade acquisition from the Athletics at the trade deadline. Riding a 6-game hitting streak with Cincinnati. Steer short lead over at first. Vaughn holding the pitch. And Andujar takes outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Brewers baseball brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Great taste. Only 96 calories. It's Miller time. Mizorowski again ready. Token look at first. 1-0 is a breaking ball for a strike. Went slider at 93. Backed up Andujar. 1 ball, 1 strike. Couple of players still in the sunlight. Left field is the troublesome spot early in these ball games this time of year. Lockridge battling that sun. 1-1 pitch. Fly ball, left field. Lockridge got a late break. It's going to be in the seats foul anyway. Hit it off the end, and it's a 1-2 count. Got another slider, but was hunting that fastball so much so that he was way out in front. So Andujar down to the count, 1-2. Trying to finish him off. Slight breeze blowing out to left. Contreras going away. Mizorowski at the belt. Kicks and deals. Check swing. They'll appeal. Didn't go, says Brian Onora. And Pat Murphy slaps the banister down into the bottom of the dugouts. Come on, Brian. I don't think he said those exact words, but that's what he was thinking. Diplomatically. 2-2 on Andujar, going away again. The pitch. And that is called for a ball. That got a lot of the plate. And Mizorowski bouncing a bit off the mound. He missed his spot, but that's still a strike. So now Steer will have a head start. Vaughn plays behind him. Last two pitches have been pretty close and should have gone Mizorowski's way. Instead, Steer will take off on the 3-2 from Mizorowski. Here it is. And a tapper foul at home plate. Went back to the curveball. And Andujar, Mizorowski will do it again. So it'll be an even shorter start for Mizorowski. Innings-wise, because of the high pitch count in this frame, 21 pitches in this opening inning. Gavin Lux is on deck. 2 outs, runner at first for the Reds, no score. Mizorowski's pitch. Fouled back. Fastball at the top of the zone at 100. Andujar about ready to see the 8th pitch of this sequence. Each team with a single from the number 2 hitter in the order. Mizorowski's 3-2. A chopper towards third. It'll be Durbin, no play. It'll be a base hit for Andujar. Do or die play for Durbin, sprinting across, trying to make a short hop pick. Ortiz with no play, coming in from short. So Andujar battles for 8 pitches and gets an infield single out of it. And Gavin Lux will be the hitter. Even if Durbin comes up with that play cleanly, not sure he has a play on Andujar over at first. It hit right off the plate and then almost like it hit a trampoline, sprung up into the air. So Gavin Lux, one game against the Phillies, was 3 for 4 in that game. Overall at .279 with 4 homers. Left-handed batter Mizorowski, long inning, 24th pitch coming. And it's a strike at the bottom of the zone. Same pitch that should have had Andujar struck out a couple of batters ago. And Eric Backus hearing it a bit from the Reds dugout. First and second, 2 away. The pitch. Lux, a check swing and a breaking ball. They appeal as Diaz says nope. 1-1. Lux, a Wisconsin kid. Longtime Dodger, traded to the Reds in the offseason. 1-1. Lined into center, base hit. Steer sent around third. He's going to score. The throw from Baroa way offline. And it's 1-0 Reds. Through a slider on the outer part of the plate, and Gavin Lux jumps out and pokes it into center field to give the Reds a 1-0 advantage. The infield single by Andujar, which extended the inning, and then Lux picking up the RBI hit. And the beat goes on for Mizorowski.
And as careful as the Brewers have been and will continue to be with Mizorowski, if he doesn't get out of this here, you might start to see action in that bullpen.
Austin Hayes is the hitter, and he singles back up the middle. Baroa is on it on a bounce. They're going to send the runner. Here's the throw home, and the tag is going to be in time. Baroa throws out Andujar, and the inning ends. Reds get 4 hits in the inning against Mizorowski, but Baroa showing off his throwing arm to peg and Duhart home. Reds get 1. We head to the second inning. 1-0 Cincinnati on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something. These people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Nick Martinez back to work, and now he works with a 1-0 lead. Cleanup hitter today for the Brewers is Christian Yelich. Claimed up any home damage with Loyal Family, located in Muskego, serving southeastern Wisconsin across the state. Don't let the out-of-towners handle it. Call locally owned Loyal Family Renovations for free inspection today. So trying to come back now after the Reds got a 2-out run. And the pitch to Yelich is a strike. And coming back has not been a big deal for the Brewers. They've had come from behind situations in 21 of their last 34 ball games. They're finding ways to win. Yelich loves hitting in this ballpark. Had a great series against the Pirates. Takes down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. 7 out of 12 in that series against Pittsburgh. Couple of home runs, 7 driven in. 8 out of 20 overall on that homestand. And Martinez throws. Tapper foul first base side. It's 1-2. Told you it's Players Weekend, so Christian Yelich bringing out the Bob Uecker bat. Get up, get out of here, gone on the barrel of the bat.
Didn't get to use it a year ago, and so I'm sure he was very excited to put that into play here this weekend.
A couple of different versions of it as he's down to the count against Martinez. A ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Fly ball, left field. This one's got some carry, way back and gone. We're tied. That ball got up and got out of here. And you can hear the Brewers fans that traveled all the way down to check out their Brew Crew. It's a home run for Yelich. The Brewers even the score. For Christian Yelich, home run number 24. And 3 homers now in the last 4 games for Yelich. Now Andrew Vaughn. Game tied 1 apiece. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He tried to make it 2-1. Each and every Brewers home run brought to you by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. They donate $100 to Hunger Task Force Milwaukee. 0-1 to Vaughn. Ground ball towards the middle. De La Cruz ranging, fielding behind the bag, and throws out Vaughn by a half a step for out number 1. Making a difference to fight hunger in our community. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference. Caleb Durbin digs in.
16th home run in 62 games in this ballpark for Christian Yelich.
He sees red here. Not just because it's the Reds. Durbin at the plate, and the pitch to him is a ball up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, your station ID will get you that in a matter of moments. The pitch to Durbin is high. 2 balls and no strikes. Going in on Durbin, Martinez winds and fires. And that is a high strike. 2-1 on Durbin. Just 2 out of 15 on that homestand. Did homer. 2-1 pitch coming back. And that is a ball. 3-1. Well, flip a coin. It's where we were in the game on Wednesday with Bill Miller. Three-1 coming back from Martinez. Ground ball on the left side. De La Cruz plants and fires to get Durbin by half a step. 2 away, 10 seconds for station identification on the Brewers Radio Network. With Lane Grindle and Kent Sommerfeld, Jeff Levering aboard, the Brewers winners of 12 consecutive ball games, trying to run it to a franchise-tying record of 13 in a row as Terang hits one in the left for a base hit. Saw an end to a 9-game hitting streak on Wednesday. Picks up a hit in 10 of 11. 2-out single. Allows Stuart Baroa to come up for the Brewers. His Milwaukee debut. Well, nothing beats the heat like cold, creamy Cedar Crest ice cream. Perfect on a hot summer day. Grill up a tasty Usinger brat and add a little Pine River cheese spread to the bun. You got the taste of summer in Wisconsin. Stuart Baroa. Switch hitter batting from the left side. He's got wheels. The pitch. Squares the bunt, lays it down, foul. And it's 0-1. Baroa, all told in the minor leagues this year, hitting .243, a home run, 18 driven in, but he's stolen 28 bases. Showed off his throwing arm in the bottom half of the first inning. Gunned runner out at home plate. Miguel Andujar trying to score. Oh, to Baroa. Hit foul, and he's down to the count, 0-2. Gavin Lux had the RBI single. Hayes hit one right back up the middle against Mizorowski. And it was Baroa that threw out Andujar. He kept it at a 1-0 deficit, and quickly Christian Yelich answered right back. Here's the pitch. And Baroa took it low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Crowd filling in nicely. It was rather bleak at our first pitch, but it's filled in. Friday night in Cincinnati. 1-2 to Baroa. And that changeup is low. Good take. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I think we got most of our technology working now, which is good.
We've had a busy booth.
I'm glad you didn't have to do play-by-play for the first inning and a half here, Lane. Had apparatus running all over the place. Baroa shoots one down the right field line, foul. We got the bat head out there.
Yeah, at one point, while Jeff was calling play-by-play, we had 2 people snaking a cable wire up through his window, through the handles on his window. And the entire time you would have never known if you were listening at home. Great concentration from the veteran to my left.
No, thanks, buddy. We had some audio stuff going on. You know, it's all part of it. Adaptability. 2-2 is high. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Baroa, and he's been here for 12 hours, and this is as Brewers and at bat as you'll see. Fits right in. 3-2. Turang will have a head start from first base. Steer playing behind him. Martinez throws home, and Baroa rifles another one foul, first base side. So we'll see an 8th pitch of this sequence. Three and two. Baroa waits again. Turang ready to run. Martinez throws, and it's a called third strike. Cutter right down the middle, and Baroa is called out on strikes. But the Brewers come back with a run. Christian Yelich hits a home run. We go to the bottom of the second inning. More Miz in Cincinnati. It's a 1-1 game on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance can help protect your dream home for whatever comes next. You can live in your own.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Marte on a 5-game hitting streak. He is 10 out of 21 during said streak. Much of the sunlight is now gone from left field. That's a good thing for Brandon Lockridge. Not so great for the shortstop Joey Ortiz, though, as Marte takes a strike over the outside corner. There is a pocket of sunlight right at the shortstop position. Joey Ortiz just getting hammered with sun, so he moves a step to his left. 0-1 on Marte. Chop foul, third base side on a curveball, and it's 0-2. Just coming through the concourse right there where the sun is setting, right where Joey Ortiz would like to be playing shortstop. 1-1 ball game. Reds got one in the bottom of the first. Christian Yelich answered back with his 24th home run in the second. Mizorowski ahead 0-2, and the pitch on the way. Missed down and away with the slider. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A reminder from your friends at Schneider and their professional truck drivers: always keep a safe distance between you and the vehicle in front of you. Mizorowski set again. 1-2 pitch. Missed away. Tried the slider. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Missed down and in. So from 0-2 to 3-2 on Noelvi Marte, the number 7 hitter. See if Mizorowski can come back in this at-bat with Marte. 3-2 pitch. Struck him out with a fastball up in the zone. 99 on that fastball, and Marte swung through it. Third strikeout. Another ortho ASAPK. And it's Tyler Stevenson. Did you know Looney Tunes Day is coming up at American Family Field?
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, Sunday, September 14th. Brewers take on the Cardinals that day. First one to Stevenson is a ball off the outside corner. You can collect a special Looney Tunes t-shirt with a theme night ticket package. Get yours by going to brewers.com/theme nights. Looney Tunes night, September 14th.
You a Bugs Bunny guy?
Big Bugs Bunny guy for sure. Oh, Stevenson just got hit with a pitch at 98. Oh, man. That looked like it got him in the gut. Maybe the belt buckle? Oof. No, missed by quite a bit from Mizorowski, and Stevenson wore it. Athletic trainer coming out to check on him, see where this one got him. Yeah, belt buckle, maybe the left hip.
A little hip pointer.
Ouch. One out base runner for Cincinnati, Ke'Bryan Hayes will be the hitter. Hayes, former Pirate, traded to the Reds at the trade deadline. Played great defense per usual. Hitting .225 of the Reds. Who's your favorite Looney Tunes character?
Yosemite Sam was always pretty great.
Yeah. Lane's grinding right now. Thinking of Looney Tunes characters. Pitch is down and away. Its slider has not been a good pitch so far for Mizorowski.
What was the big rooster?
Foghorn Leghorn?
Yeah, Foghorn.
Well, I said.
Foghorn Leghorn was great, too.
Yeah, he's great. Now, what in the tarnation? 1-0 pitch is a strike. Backed up that slider. And it's 1-1.
Tasmanian Devil was always great.
Yep. I was a big Marvin the Martian guy.
Yeah, I can see that.
1-1 coming. And that breaking ball is a strike. Didn't have to be. Curveball at the top of the zone. And it's 1-2. Bugs and Daffy. Great combo. 1-2 on Hayes. Fouled back to the net. Fastball that time at just 97 for Mizorowski. About ready to throw his 40th pitch. This is not going to be a long outing for Miz. Top of the order looming. TJ Friedl, the pitch. Down and away. Tried the curveball. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Reds are doing their best Brewers impression against Mizorowski right now. They're not chasing. They're just hanging in there.
His misses have been bigger than normal. You gotta understand that. Not pitching a game for 2 weeks. Breaking ball just missed. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Another full count where Mizorowski was ahead. Hasn't been able to finish off Ke'Bryan Hayes. See if they send the runner. Doubt it, though. Stevenson, not a good runner. Here's the pitch. And it's down and in. Ball 4. He walked him. So a hit by pitch. And now a walk sets the stage for the top of the order again. And TJ Friedl. Struck out in the first inning on a curveball. Mizorowski doing some field maintenance on his landing spot. 42 pitches for Mizorowski. Remember, Pat Murphy said 60 would be his limit, or thereabout. Pitch to Friedl. Squares the bunt, pulls it back, and takes very high for ball 1. Bullpen is fresh after the off day yesterday. Never had to use Trevor McGill in that series with the Pirates. He hasn't worked since Saturday against the Mets. 1-0. Friedel takes down and in. So 2 balls, no strikes, and Mizorowski just keeps going back to that landing spot. He is not comfortable with that mound here in Cincinnati. And he is so big and his stride is so long, it almost appears as if he is going to stride off of the pitching mound. 2-0 to Friedel. Outside again. 3 balls and no strikes. And Spencer Steer is on deck, and these last 3 have been nowhere close. Surrendered a run in the first on 4 hits. Put that in perspective. His season high in hits allowed was 5 in a game. Pitch is a strike. Back in the at-bat, 99-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, Chris Hook is already standing on the steps of the dugout, anticipating a mound visit here, I think.
Well, it's 3-1 on Friedel. The pitch is down and in, and he walked him. So the bases are loaded, and Chris Hook is right behind. Hit by pitch, walk, and now you got the beef of the order coming up for Cincinnati. This trip to the mound is brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Hitch a ride to Brewers home games on a Potawatomi Sportsbook game day shuttle. Make any purchase in the sportsbook or a same-day sports bet to get a wristband and a seat on the shuttle.
Looks like bodies starting to move down to that Brewers pin, as you might imagine.
D.L. Hall, the first one to start stretching out his arm. 47 pitches for Jacob Mizorowski, and he's only got 1 out in this second inning. Spencer Steer base hit to left, and it was because he was ahead of the count, 3-1. Got a fastball, got bat head out, and singled. Had just 1 hit in the Phillies series, but he's been one of the top RBI guys in the league since the end of July. First pitch, down and away, and Contreras had to jump to knock that ball down. Pretty athletic play there by Contreras to save a run for the time being. Mizorowski stretches again. Here's the pitch, and it's wide. Everything has been a struggle in this inning for Mizorowski after he struck out Noelvi Marte. Was ahead of Stevenson 0-2 before he hit him. So D.L. Hall starts to stretch out. He can't get ready fast enough. 2-0 pitch. Right down the middle. 100-mile-an-hour fastball from Miz, and he's back in it with Steer. Trying to will his way through this second inning. 2-1. Way outside again. He yanked the slider. That slider has not been a good pitch for Mizorowski all night long. He's thrown that slider, has Mizorowski, 13 times. He's only thrown it for a strike 6. Nowhere to put him. The 3-1 to Steer. Fouled off of the home plate umpire, Eric Backus. Ellie De La Cruz is on deck. Stevenson, Hayes, and Friedel, the runners for Cincinnati. 3-2 with 1 away in a 1-1 game in the second inning. Mizorowski deals. Fouled back, and Steer was on that fastball. Just did get it up enough. So Steer didn't get the barrel on it. At this point, if you're a hitter, you're sitting dead red. He hasn't thrown his off-speed stuff, save for a few curveballs for strikes. Three-two again. And that, a check swing. Did he go? He did not. And the Reds are going to run a bases-loaded walk. 3 straight walks from Jacob Mizorowski. And Pat Murphy is on the top step of the dugout. He's coming out. So 54 pitches for Mizorowski. We knew the limit was going to be 60. And Miz is going to be done after an inning and a third. 4 hits, 3 walks, a hit batter, and the Reds have not put a ball in play in the inning and have taken a 2-1 lead. Pitching change in Cincinnati. U.S. Cellular, proud partner of the Brewers, and reminds you that when the game is on, turn your notifications off with US Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us. DL Hall is coming in for the Brewers out of the pen. Bases are loaded for the Reds on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Best Western. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
DL Hall inherits a mess. And Ellie De La Cruz coming to the plate. This is the situation you want, though, with De La Cruz, him hitting from the right side of the plate. De La Cruz against lefties this year hitting just .240, and only 5 of his 19 home runs have come from this side of the plate. So the bases are loaded. Pitch from Hall, swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Shortest outing of Jacob Mizorowski's young career, just an inning and a third. Hall ahead, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Down and away. DL Hall started a game here in Cincinnati earlier this season. Remember, that was a piggyback game with Quinn Priester. Hall started the first 3 innings and pitched brilliantly. With 3 2/3 against the Mets his last time out. Did not allow a hit. 1-1 pitch. It's slow with a changeup. 2 balls and a strike. The delivery, line to right. It is going to be a fair ball. Sal Frelick picks it up, fires it into the cutoff man. Steer held at third. Terang's throw home is knocked down. It's a 2-run double for Ellie De La Cruz. First hit of the inning, and it comes from De La Cruz. It's 4-1 Reds. Fell behind, 2 balls and a strike, threw a cutter right down the middle. And DL Hall surrenders a couple of runs, and that forces the infield to come up for the Brewers from Miguel Andujar, and this is why they got him, to face left-handed pitching, where he's hitting .407 against lefties on the season. The pitch, lined, fouled on the first base line. Fouled by about a foot. 0-1 on Andujar. With the Reds, he's 3 out of 9 against lefties. He was hitting .422 against the lefties with the Athletics. Again, the reason why he was brought to Cincinnati. And an infield hit in the first. The pitch. Chopper over the glove of Ortiz. That'll score one. They're going to hold De La Cruz. The ball is cut off. Contreras has it. No play at second. De La Cruz almost ran through the stop sign. Good thing he didn't, because Lockridge came up with a good throw to the plate. A run scores on the hit by Andujar. High chopper over Ortiz's head. And it's 5-1 Cincinnati. 6 straight base runners for the Reds. A hit by pitch, 3 walks, and now 2 hits. You can close the book on Mizorowski. All these runs are charged to him. Still only 1 out. Infield still up. Pitch to Lux. Called for ball 1. Lot of game left. We're only in the second inning. This is a ballpark that can yield some runs. 1-0. Lux into shallow center. It'll fall for a base hit. 1 run scores. That's De La Cruz. Ending up at third is Andujar. A pair of RBI singles now for Gavin Lux, and Austin Hayes is the 9th man to hit in the inning. We have not seen this a lot against the Brewers, really, since May.
And remember, they trailed 5-0 to the Mets last Sunday, so they've had a big comeback in them during this winning streak.
And here's the pitch to Hayes, and he flares one to right, a base hit. Going first to third is Andujar. Another run comes across. It's 7-1. These Reds are awfully aggressive in this second inning against the combination, really, of Hall. When Hall came into the ballgame, they were very patient against Mizorowski. And as soon as he left the game, it was like the light bulb flashed. Still a pitch away from getting out of the inning. Noelvi Marte is the hitter, and he takes a hack at the first pitch and fouls it away. Marte is the only out of the inning. He struck out to start the frame. 8 straight have reached against D.L. Hall and Mizorowski.
This feels like what the Brewers have been doing to so many teams.
0-1 is inside with a changeup. Couple of hard hit balls in the inning, not many though. 5 straight run scoring plays as Marte fouls it back on a changeup. Marte, the 10th man to hit in the inning. It's 7-1 Reds. Remember, the Cubs already lost today. 3-2 victory for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Scored 1 in the 9th inning. It's a big game for the Reds, for sure. Half a game back of the Mets for the final wild card spot. 1-2 pitch. Flare, right field, base hit. Another run scores to make it 8-1. And the Reds are going station to station in this second inning. A 7-run second inning so far, and still only 1 out. The last 2 hits, the little dying quails into right.
Both of them under 56 miles per hour off the bat.
And Pat Murphy is going out. Who are they going to check on here? Are they going to check on Bryce Terang? Pat Murphy and Brad Epstein are going out to check on somebody in the infield. And it would appear that it's Bryce Terang that they're going to check on. He's been running pretty hard the last couple of plays into shallow right field. And the Brewers, who are already a couple of players down this weekend with Collins on the paternity list and Blake Perkins on the bereavement list. Brad Epstein checking on Bryce Terang. It's a hot and muggy night. And Pat Murphy telling Bryce, hey, listen, if you can't go, then just, what do you want? Now that he's making Bryce laugh. So apparently nothing serious is going on with Terang, one would assume. Said looked like he said something along the lines of, what, you want to come out?
Bryce said, I'm good.
So Murph is upset because he had to go out on the field. You believe this, man? They made me come out here on the field.
Well, Mike Estabrook got in the middle of that conversation, and that's kind of when Murph started to look like he wasn't smiling as much anymore.
Right. Bryce seems to be okay. Murph back into the dugout. Tyler Stevenson is the hitter, and if D.L. Hall needed a double play, now would be the time to get one. 3 runs have scored against Hall, and he has not retired a batter. The pitch is down and in. Hall has come in and given up 5 straight hits. And I give 1 hard hit contact.
Yeah.
De La Cruz. 11th man to hit is Stevenson. The pitch inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
I mean, and Duhar's was hit hard, but it was straight into the ground.
Chopper off the plate that got over the head of Ortiz since he was playing in. No chance for him to make the play. Hall's 2-0. Swing and a miss. Stevenson was going after that curveball. 2-1. One pitch, and that is a strike. Top of the zone with a changeup. 2-2. Well, this is game 1 of 18 straight days without a day off, and of course they're playing 19 games in 18 days. And getting off to this kind of start, getting an inning and a third out of Mizorowski, your bullpen is going to be taxed early. 2-2 as D.L. Hall throws home. Ground ball to short. That should be 2-6-4. No return throw. That ball took a huge second hop on Ortiz. He was able to glove it, thankfully, and get it to Bryce Terang, and at least get the middle runner in Marte. Hayes ends up at third base, but that top spin ground ball just took off on Joey Ortiz. He did well just to get the out. That's why you never assume it. Ke'Bryan Hayes drew a walk, and he takes low for ball 1. So D.L. Hall retires his first batter. One 1-0 pitch is down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. That didn't miss by much either. Most of the lower bowl filled in Cincinnati. Second tier, third tier, not so much. 2-1 is up and in. 3 balls, no strikes on Ke'Bryan Hayes, and TJ Friedl is on deck. Hayes, the 12th man to hit in the inning. Hall trying to find a strike, and he will. Didn't have to be. 3-1. Now, if you're Pat Murphy with the Reds leading it by a score of 8-1, try and chip away. That's what you're trying to do. Nick Martinez has been in that dugout for an awfully long time in this second inning. 3-1 pitch. Ground ball left side. Durbin gloves, goes to Terang, and they get the force out to end the inning on Stevenson. 12 men come to the plate. The Reds score 7 times. They've got an 8-1 lead as we go to the third on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Want to stay up to date with the crew?
Isaac Collins walks it off against the Mets. You can't make it up.
Tune in to Brewers Extra Innings with...
The Off Base Podcast is on. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs for all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast. Listen on Spotify and Apple. Sunday mornings, 11 Eastern. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from around the league. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by the all-star lineup of Chevy trucks. Listen on Spotify and Apple. Sunday mornings, 11:30 Eastern.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Get your seats, Brewers.com/giveaways. Nick Martinez is ready to go and also ready to go. Call some play-by-play. Here's Lane Grindle.
All right, thank you very much, Jeff. Tyler Stevenson, a little late running out there after he had been on the base paths, getting his gear on to get back behind the plate for this top of the third inning. Martinez threw 32 pitches through the first 2 innings, and now he'll get Brandon Lockridge to lead things off for the Crew. They have work to do. The Brewers in this incredible season that has been historical in many ways. First offering to Lockridge is through there for a strike at 0-1. Do they have one of those crazy big comebacks in them? They got a pretty big one on Sunday against the Mets. Martinez brings home the 0-1 to Lockridge. That missed low. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. So an 8-1 Reds lead, 7-run bottom of the second for Cincinnati after the first batter was retired in the inning. Martinez 1-1 pitch, and this is hit off the end of the bat, back up the middle and into center field, a base hit for Lockridge. So a good start for the Crew here in the third. Lockridge with his 6th hit as a Brewer, and he is aboard in front of Sal Frelick. Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo, the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Download the Club Citgo app today. It is our Potawatomi Casino Hotel 3-bagger in the third contest as well. Sal Frelick is the batter. Martinez brings home the first pitch. It's a strike on the inside edge, and it's 0-1. Mary Miles from Pewaukee is our contestant. Mary will win a Potawatomi prize package if a member of the Crew hits a triple this inning. Visit WTMJ.com to enter and for official contest rules. 0-1 to Frelick. And he checks, but it's in there for a strike anyway with a changeup. It's quickly 0-2 on Sal. Rounded out to second back in the first. He's 0 for 1 today. Lockridge at first with nobody out. Don't have to get it all back here. Try to get a little bit back each inning. 0-2 pitch is high. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Peck away. That's part of the mission statement, if you will, of the Brewers offense. According to their manager, Pat Murphy, the Woodpeckers just keep pecking away. Martinez looks in. There goes the runner. The pitch is lined down the right field line, but fouling out of play. Got out in front of a changeup, did Sal. And Lockridge has to go back to first base. Warm night tonight in Cincinnati. Kind of typical of when you come to this part of the country in August. You're going to get some upper 80s, lower 90s, and it is going to be hot. And that's what it was walking around this town today. 1-2 pitch, and Sal took down and in, 2-2. This is frankly what you thought you would get in Atlanta on the last road trip, but it never really materialized. It was cooler temperatures, surprisingly, in Atlanta. 2-2 on Sal. Martinez brings home the pitch, and Sal a liner into right. That's down for a base hit. Lockridge had to hold up to make sure that Lux didn't catch it. Sprints to second base. And the Brewers have first and second. And nobody out, and that's a good start to a comeback for the Brewers. And that'll get Joey Ortiz to the plate, who is 1 for 1 today. Look down to that Reds first base dugout. I love that Terry Francona has a casting chair that you would have on a Ranger bass boat on the deck up front that you could swivel around and cast into the lily pads with, or maybe you want to go to the left side of, I don't know all the boat terms, of the Ranger.
Starboard, port?
Port would be left, right? Starboard was right. I used to be a deckhand on a boat. I should know this.
I know, Lane. Swabby.
Yeah, I used to swab the deck.
I know.
A long time ago. First pitch. Ortiz takes a strike. It's 0-1. I don't even want to look at my phone because I'm sure I'm getting messages on social media from people. I want to say actually starboard is left and port is right. I think that is correct. The hull, the stern. The 0-1. Ortiz took a strike. Sinker at 92, and it's 0-2.
Aft is 1.
That would be a new one for me. Yeah, but Terry Francona sits in this chair and his feet just dangle like he's a 6-year-old. I love it. It's great. Here's a swing and a foul back. He got a piece of that changeup, and it's 0-2.
Starboard is right.
Okay. Oh, so I was right originally.
Yeah, starboard's right, port's left.
Okay. I changed my answer, so I was wrong, but my initial reaction was correct. 0-2 on Ortiz. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a foul. Got a piece of Stevenson behind the plate, and it'll stay at 0 balls and 2 strikes. And Ortiz battling here in this AB against Martinez.
Aft is also stern, the rear of the boat.
We didn't. On our paddle boat on the Missouri River, we didn't use aft, we used stern. First and second, nobody out. Pitch to Ortiz, and he got a piece of this one and fouled it down into the dirt behind home plate. The runners were taking off. Stevenson tried to grab it in fair territory, wasn't able to do so. So Joey fouling off pitch after pitch. He's going to see a 6th pitch here, but it's still an 0-2 count. He's been in swing mode, defense mode a little bit, but he's been able to protect and continue the AB here. You've got Contreras in the on-deck circle. Lockridge at second, Frelick at first. Martinez, the 0-2 pitch, and this is popped up on the infield. Infield fly rule is called for. Lux will make the catch. And there's one away. That'll get Contreras to the plate. Brewers trailing 8-1 in the midst of a 12-game winning streak. They will have to earn it tonight if they want to tie the franchise record of 13 in a row. Team streak back in 1987. Martinez looks at second. First pitch to Contreras is up and in. It's 1-0. If the Brewers fail to tie team streak tonight, trust me, there won't be any champagne bottles popped from 1987. All those guys cheering for this team to go way past them. Pitch is a ground ball up the middle, fielded by De La Cruz. Flips out of the glove to second for him. On the first, not in time. Contreras running hard, able to stay out of the double play. Nifty play by De La Cruz. He had a range to his left, and to save himself time, he flipped it out of the glove to Lux, who made the turn. It's a really nice play by Ellie. Lux barehanded it. The throw to first was not in time. Very close play at first, but there will be no challenge. And now runners on the corners and 2 away, and Yelich at the plate. Yelich, who has been so good in this ballpark, Brewers could really use a big swing here. First offering to Yelich, and this is popped up back of third. It's going to be a tough play. De La Cruz going out into left, diving. He can't catch it. It kicks into foul territory. Lockridge will score. Contreras stops at third, and Yelich ends up at second base. Just a bloop double off the bat of Yelich, and De La Cruz, who is so big and so fast, broke back on it, got into shallow left, tried to make a diving catch, couldn't come up with it, and then actually deflected the ball over into foul territory. And Contreras able to get to third on the play. But there's been some batted ball luck for the Reds in this game so far. It was actually Hayes that got the glove on it. Trying to go back and make an over-the-shoulder catch. Man, would that have been a play if Hayes would have been the one to catch it. First pitch to Vaughn is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Hayes was going out. De La Cruz, they were kind of converging. It's an 8-2 ball game, and Vaughn with a chance to give the Brewers more. The 1. And a fly ball left center field. This one's well struck. It is back there. It is gone. Andrew Vaughn does it again. A 3-run blast for Vaughn, his 14th of the season, and just like that, Brewers bedlam strikes again. It is 8-5. This team has no quit in them. Vaughn now with 35 driven in as a Brewer and 9 home runs with the crew. Incredible stuff. 8-5 Cincinnati, but the Brewers coming right back at the Reds. You got a cutter middle. And right now Andrew Vaughn is not missing those pitches. As Let's Go Brewers starts to break out here at Great American Ballpark. Good gracious. $100 to Hunger Task Force, courtesy of Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Making a difference to fight hunger in our community. There is a difference. So here's Caleb Durbin. Base is clear now. And 2 outs. Martinez brings home the pitch and the curveball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. I hesitate to say this. A 1 is up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. But I'm going to say it. Almost predictable. Right? Like with this group, you just almost anticipated they had a comeback in them. Long way to go still, but they're back in this one. 1-1. This is line to left. That's going to drop in there for a base hit. And now it takes a hop over Austin Hayes' head. It rolls all the way to the wall. And Durbin will end up at second base. That'll be a single, and then you would think an error on Hayes that allows Durbin the extra 90 feet. And Durbin smiling as he looks into the Brewers' dugout.
Remember, Lane, there was a game here in Cincinnati last year. It was the first game the Brewers played in Cincinnati, as a matter of fact. They trailed 8-0 at one point.
Right.
Got it to within a 1-run ball game. Ended up losing the game 10-8, but this is the ballpark where crazy stuff can happen.
Yeah, this is a little bit like Coors Field in terms of a run-scoring environment. Here's Turang. Martinez brings home the pitch, and it's in there for a strike at the letters, and it's 0-1. And you've almost certainly assured yourself of getting into this Reds bullpen maybe a bit early tonight, too. A 1-2 Turang is fouled out of play, third base side. It's 0-2. Brewers have sent 7 to the plate in this inning. That has been an interesting trend over the course of this winning streak. They've now done that 21 times in this 12-game winning streak. Pitch. And Turang took a changeup down and away. It's 1-2. Brent Suter's getting loose in the Reds bullpen. Brewers have come back with a 4 spot here in the top of the third, looking for more. Martinez looks at second. And the 1-2 to Turang is down and in with a curveball. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Turang with a base hit the other way back in the second inning. Brewers would take that right here. 2-2 pitch, and a swing and a foul off of the gear of Stevenson. I think they got a piece of his wrist or arm, kind of shaking at it a little bit on the glove hand. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Bryce. Martinez, the 2-2, and that one's fouled back and out of play. Stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It has been a 29 pitch inning so far for Nick Martinez. Brewers taking a big bite out of Martinez here in this top of the 3rd. Durbin dancing away from second in the pitch, and Terang took down and in with a slider. We say this so often, but another very Brewery at bat. Right here from Bryce Terang. Count is full, 3-2. He's seen 7 pitches already. Martinez, the pitch, and a liner into right field. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Extra bases for Terang. Durbin jogs around third. He will score. It's an RBI double for Bryce. It's an 8-6 ball game. This is what it's like to play the Brewers. $75 to the Mac Fund, courtesy of Westspin, the Silver Lining, and that's going to be it for Nick Martinez. Terry Francona puts the rod and reel away and leaves the casting chair. He's on his way out to take the ball from Martinez. He's going to bring former Brewer Brent Suter into this game. U.S. Cellular, proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. They remind you that when the game is on, turn your notifications off with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us. An 8-6 ball game. Terang.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion.
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings, only on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's an 8-6 ball game, and now Stuart Baroa, who is a switch hitter, comes to the plate against Brent Suter. So he flips around right-handed. Bryce Terang at second base. There are 2 outs. Suter taking over for Nick Martinez, who goes 2 2/3. First pitch, Baroa swing and a miss. Chased a fastball about belt high at 88, and it's 0-1. The Reds were up 8-1, feeling pretty good. And the Brewers, in the blink of an eye, have closed it to an 8-6 deficit. Suter's pitch, and a swing and a miss. Came right back with another fastball at 89. Again about belt high. And it's 0-2 on Baroa, who was called out on strikes back in the second inning. A 5-run third for the Crew, and now time is called by Baroa. And the Brewers, during this winning streak, averaging over 8 runs per game. So no surprise that they had a comeback in them. Can they get some zeros now from this bullpen moving forward? Suter's 0-2 pitch, and a called third strike. Fastball at 89 on the upper inside corner. Baroa strikes out. And the inning is over, but the Brewers strike for 5. We go to the bottom of the third. It's a ball game, 8-6 Reds on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Is back pain slowing you down? When it comes to spine care, you need specialized expertise.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The order for the Cincinnati Reds. Friedel is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored tonight. Left-handed hitter, open stance, stands in the back of the box. And Hall out of the windup brings home the pitch, and he missed down and away. Apparently, it's 1-0. Another pitch that looked like a strike. Well, the strike zone at the bottom of the zone is a little bit of a mystery so far tonight. 1 ball and no strikes on Friedel, and the pitch. That one was low, and now it's 2-0. That was a curveball that missed the zone. And so DL falls behind to Friedel. 2-0 pitch. That's right through there. And it's 2-1. Going to see a lot of the bullpens tonight in this one. Mizorowski goes an inning and a third. Nick Martinez goes 2 2/3. 2-1 is bunted foul back over the screen and out of play, and it's 2-2. Not exactly the way the Brewers might have drawn up game 1 of this road trip and of this long stretch. 19 games in 18 days, but the mantra of the Brewers is win tonight, and they're going to do everything they can to try to win this one here this evening to get this road trip started off on the right foot. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Friedel. DL's thrown 27 pitches in relief already. The pitch. A fly ball right center field. It is tailing toward Baroa in the right center gap. He's there to make the catch. And there's one away. That ball was struck better than about half of the hits the Reds have tonight. There's been some batted ball luck involved in this game, really on both sides. Yelich had the pop-up that fell in there and shallow left field, which is a big play in this game too. So here's Spencer Steer. Pitch from Hall is low, and it's 1-0. And we are playing the Reds, and we are in Cincinnati. So Christian Yelich already with a home run and a double, just saying. 1-0 here on Steer. Hall brings home the pitch, and it's a ground ball foul up the third baseline. It's 1-1. There is something about this team, no matter where this game lands when it's all said and done. The 1-1. This ball is hit in the air to shallow right. Coming in and to his left is Freelick. He reaches up and makes the catch. 2 away now for Ellie De La Cruz. But there is something in this team's DNA where they just continue to play the game. And they play it a certain way. If you're a Brewers fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's an aggressiveness to it. There's a competitiveness to it. There's a feistiness to it, if you will, as De La Cruz takes a changeup down low. It's 1-0. And I don't know that this team worries about the score a whole lot. The pitch, swing and a miss. Good changeup on the outside edge, and it's 1-1 on De La Cruz.
They play with the freedom, too.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great way to put it. 1-1's right through there for a strike. It's 1-2. And that comes from the manager. He empowers them to be themselves. He doesn't ask them to be anything they aren't. He was getting asked about this team like he does every game now. Pitch is way inside. It almost hit De La Cruz, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And, you know, one of the kind of typical questions you're getting right now from national media or from out-of-town media is, what's the secret sauce? 2 balls, 2 strikes the pitch, and a chopper left side. Charging it is Ortiz. Gets it on a convenient hop, throws to first, and gets the speedy De La Cruz. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Hall in the third. And his answer tonight, I thought, was great in that it's a team of guys collectively that essentially make each other better. They all complement each other, and they're...
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Ten seconds for stations to identify themselves on the Brewers Radio Network. Eight-6 Reds as we go to the top of the 4th inning. Brandon Lockridge leads off against Suter and takes a first pitch strike. It's 0-1. This was an 8-1 Reds lead. The Brewers with a 5-run top of the 3rd. Swing and a miss at a changeup, and it's 0-2 on Lockridge. Lockridge led that inning off with a base hit. That got everything started for the Crew in that 5-run inning. Suter always works quickly. The 0-2 pitch, and got a piece of it, fouled it back. There's a changeup off the plate, and Lockridge able to just foul it off and stay alive. Lockridge then back to the top of the order. Sal Frelick is in the on-deck circle for the Brewers. 0-2 pitch. That is fouled back and out of play. And we do it again at 0-2. Suter, one of everybody's all-time favorite Brewers. Just a wonderful guy back in his hometown. Pitches down and away with a changeup, 1-2. And he really was a great story in terms of the Brewers and their development. Nothing about his stuff really jumps off the paper at you initially. 1-2. There's a called third strike, and he strikes out Lockridge. And there's one away for Sal Frelick. And I think guys that are better at diving into the numbers probably could point to things that added up to why he was good. He has a lot of extension. He's a guy whose fastball might only look at 87 or 88 on the gun. First pitch to Frelick is a strike on the inside edge, and it's 0-1, but it plays up was always the phrase. But regardless, he turned himself into a very good big league pitcher. Frelick takes down and away, and it's 1-1. And when we saw him make his debut, you and I had that call in Seattle in 2016. I wouldn't have given him the ability to have the career he's had. Here's a ground ball left side. That's going to be deep in the hole for De La Cruz. Backhands it, will put it in his pocket, and it's an infield single for Sal. He's got 2 hits tonight. So Frelick is aboard with 1 out, and here's Joey Ortiz. It's a testament to Suter and his work, and he is a guy that everybody loves to have in their clubhouse.
Just makes people around you better.
Yeah.
He's that kind of guy.
Here's Ortiz. First pitch from Suter. Misses down and in. It's 1-0. Think of how few of the guys in the Brewers clubhouse today were teammates with Suter. I mean, that's just how much turnover you have in the game now in 2025. You got Woodruff and Freddie Peralta and, of course, Yelich. 1-0. This is a liner into right center field, and it is going to drop in front of Friedl. Frelick will stop at second, and the Brewers, here they come again. First and second and 1 away. It is like clockwork as Contreras comes to the plate. No dental insurance, but you need dental care. The new Wisconsin Dental Association Dental Savings Club can save you up to 55% from a statewide network of trusted WDA dentists. Join at WDAclub.com.
I think those 3 that you mentioned later are the only guys that were on this team in 2022.
Yeah, that's all I could think of off the top of my head. Pitch to Contreras, a ground ball towards second. Could be 2. Now bobbled by Lux. He clips the De La Cruz late, covering the bag. Everybody's safe. Everything's been coming up Brewers here of late. And just add that one to the list. Brewers have them loaded for Yelich. That was a double play ball, and Lux knew it. And Lux just not a clean exchange after he had it in his glove.
He could have taken it to the bag himself.
Yeah. So here's Yelich, the pitch. Down and in, it's 1-0.
These are the moments that the Brewers have taken advantage of and then some over the last month.
Suter brings home the pitch, and Yelich takes outside. Actually, right through there for a strike, on the outside edge, and it's 1-1. Yelich looking out at Suter. Here's the pitch. That is outside. It's 2-1. Fastball at 92 from Brent Suter. He is big. We have commented on that the last couple of years when we've seen him here in Cincinnati. He's bulked up. 2-1 on Yelich. The pitch. Yelich swings on it and fouls it straight back. He got a sinker in at 91. Took a pretty big cut. And now the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. You got Yelich at the plate right now. You got Vaughn in the on-deck circle. Suter, the pitch. And Yelich took low. That was a borderline pitch, but Yelich better for it. It's 3-2. So the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 1 away here in the 4th. Suter brings home the pitch. Yelich, a ground ball inside the third base bag and into left field. Frelick is in. Rounding third is Ortiz. He will score. We are tied in the Natty. It is 8-8. after a 2-run single from Christian Yelich, and he is a triple away from the cycle at Great American Ballpark.
So a lot of game left, too. We're only in the fourth. He's going to have a few more ABs. He's got 2 cycles in this ballpark before 3 total against the Reds.
Here's Andrew Vaughn as Let's Go Brewers just taking over in this stadium. First pitch to Vaughn, and Vaughn took up and away. It's 1-0. You know what he did in his last at-bat? A 3-run home run back in the 3rd inning. First and second and 1 away. Suter looks at first, and the 1-0 pitch. And a fly ball to the left. It's going to hang up there, though. Coming in is Austin Hayes to make the catch. He hit it off the end of the bat. It was a change-up away, and that is the second out. Everything that comes off Vaughn's bat right now, you just hold your breath and wait a half beat. You just assume it's hit hard. And now can Durbin come through and give the Brewers the lead? They led, I should say they trailed 8-1 in what feels like just a couple of moments ago, and now this game is tied at 8. Suter looks at second in the pitch. Durbin takes up and in. It's 1-0. It's not even that they came back, it's how quickly they did it. It's almost like they yawned and said, okay, we're awake. Let's go. 1-0 pitch. Durbin took high. It's 2 balls and no strikes.
Yet again, Lane, they take advantage of a double play ball that was not turned, that was not anything. 2 straight innings where a potential double play ball could have ended the inning, and it's turned into extra runs. The power of good defense.
2-0 pitch. And this is a ground ball, left side. Gobbled up by a diving Key Brian Hayes. Spins and throws to first in time. And before the trade deadline, the Reds don't make that play. Key Brian Hayes, one of the best defensive third basemen in the game, and he showed you why right there. If he doesn't make that play, the Brewers are out in front. But they tie it at 8 as we go to the bottom of the 4th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because we know it's not just a cost.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Hall back out there on the mound. He worked a 1-2-3. Bottom of the 3rd inning, and now he'll try to work. We have a major argument going on right now behind the scenes between Kent Sommerfeld and Jeff Levering, and I will just tell you right now, Jeff is right. Miguel Andujar will lead things off for the Reds.
Everything is fine. We had a clerical error on the score sheet. We're fine. Everything is fine.
Hall's first pitch to Andujar is down and in. It's 1-0. It is 8-8. I would tell you everybody the entirety of that story, but it wouldn't do it justice. The pitch. There's a strike on the outside edge, and it's 1-1.
Christian Yelich has hit a homer. He has doubled, and he has singled.
Exactly.
Yes.
You and I were on the same page there. 1-1. Andujar takes a strike on the inside edge, and it's 1-2.
Kent was arguing that the first play was ruled a double. Yeah, no, it clearly was a double.
It was.
However, the last one was a single, which was written down as a double on his score sheet, which is where the confusion came from.
1-2 is down. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And I appreciate him trying to have our back there, but that doesn't work if you're wrong.
The first one was a double. And that's right.
We're counting it as one. 2-2 pitch. And Andujar took low with a fastball at 94, and the count is full. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. How about 8 runs on 12 hits already for the Brewers in this game? 8 runs on 9 hits so far for the Reds. It's almost like the Brewers just keep challenging themselves a little bit more. Well, let's try this. Maybe if we fall behind by 7 and come back and win. The pitch, and a chopper foul up the third base line. 3-2, it stays on Andujar. Long way to go in this one. We've already come a long ways in this one, too. This is a typical Great American Ballpark game. You get a few of these a year in here. Pitch is fouled out of play, first base side. It'll stay at 3-2 on Andujar. He is 2 for 2, couple of hits today. He's hit it on the ground both times. But it's worked out for him. He's been a good addition for the Reds. 3-2 pitch, and a fly ball into right field. Frelick coming in to his left. He makes the catch, and there's one away. After Hall inherited the mess in that second inning, came back out in the third, 1-2-3 inning. Does look like he's starting to settle in a little bit, but he is at 44 pitches. So how far will the Brewers push him before they try to go to their bullpen again here tonight? Remains to be seen. Here's Gavin Lux. Hall's pitch, and Lux took a strike on the outside edge. It's 0-1. Hall's 0-1 to Lux. He is down and away, 1-1. The 1-2-3 flawless inning back in the third inning by Hall. Brought to you by Carbless Premium Cocktails in a Can, a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Hall looks in, and the 1-1 to Lux. That is low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Stop at your local grocer and stock up for the game at home or for your next tailgate. Carbless, less is more. Here's the 2-1 to Lux. Popped foul, backing out of play behind home plate. It goes to 2-2. Reds began the day a half game out of a wild card spot. They're a half game back of the Mets. They've been playing good baseball here over the last couple of weeks. And as we talked to you about in the pregame show, this is a very talented roster. 2-2 pitch. And that one just missed. Oof. Change up, a touch low. That low strike just really has not been there tonight for Eric Backus. 3-2 on Lux. Hall brings home the pitch, and he checks, but it's a called third strike. Curveball just put the very top of the strike zone. Ortho ASAP strikeout of Lux. Start healing faster with Ortho ASAP. Meet with a specialist today. Learn more at orthowisconsin.com. So 2 down, and he's retired the last 7 that he's faced. And he's got Austin Hayes at the plate for the Reds. Swing and a foul back. And into the net, it's 0-1. So Dio Hall, after putting that second inning behind him, he's doing some great work for the Brewers out of this pin now. 0-1 pitch. Hayes took low. Again, a very good changeup at the very bottom of the zone. Maybe a touch low, but that is just not open for business tonight. 1-1. And here is a liner to center. Baroa has it measured, comes in, and makes the catch. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for DL Hall in the bottom of the fourth. We go to the fifth inning, tied at 8 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Members of LIUNA are the most diverse trade in Wisconsin's construction industry, partnering with over 9.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball.
I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Stepping back in with the play-by-play, here's Jeff Levering.
Thank you so much, Lane. Bryce Terang digs in against Brent Suter. There's action in the Reds bullpen. Terang, Baroa, and Lockridge in this fifth inning. Quick vibe check. Well, the vibes were not great after the end of the second inning, but at the end of the fourth, it's all good. Those are good vibes. Terang takes a strike from Suter, and it's 0-1. Vibe check, a cooler full of Izzy Hard Seltzer. That's a big vibe, always. 0-1, Terang takes low, ball and a strike. Izzy Hard Seltzer, the seltzer that passes the vibe check. Suter, who came in the third inning. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss by Bryce. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gave up a couple of runs, only 1 earned in the fourth. The Brewers have taken advantage twice on ground balls hit by William Contreras that could have been and should have been double play balls. The Reds couldn't convert. Brewers turned them into runs. That's outside, barely. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Bryce Terang. Right-hander getting loose for the Reds as Terang hits one in the air to right. Easy play for Marte to come in and make the catch for out number 1. Looks like Scott Barlow is getting ready, the right-hander. Stuart Baroa, 2 strikeouts. Looking for his first hit as a Brewer. He's had a couple of good at-bats. Of the distance in the second, 3 pitches and out against Suter as he squares to bunt, pulls it back and takes a strike, and Baroa got something in his eye, pops his helmet off and needs to adjust. Eric Back is giving him time. Baroa taking off his batting glove and using his bare hand to see if he can get whatever is in that eye dislodged. Never a good feeling. Anybody that wears contact lenses knows what he's going through right now. Now Nick Jensen, the athletic trainer is going to go check on Burrow and make sure his contact lens, first and foremost, is in his eye. Seems as if he's going to be okay. Pat on the back, and off we go. Home plate umpire handing the bat boys something. He picked something up in the middle of the Bryce Terang AB out in front of home plate. Not sure what it was, but now it's not in his pocket anymore. Baroa's ready to go. Suter's ready to go. We're all set to go. 0-1 pitch. Baroa bunts. It's foul, and it's 0-2. Is trying to take it with him up the first base side. Count stays at 0-2. Confirm Barlow in the bullpen. The Brewers have action in their bullpen as well. 0-2 on Burrow, 1 out, nobody on base. And the pitch is low and in the dirt from Suter. And Brandon Lockridge is on deck for Milwaukee. 8 runs on 12 hits, no errors. For Cincinnati, 8 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. Each team is stranded 4. And the pitch, Burrow fouls it back. Stays at 1-2. Neither starter made it through the third. Mizorowski didn't make it through the second inning. Through just an inning and a third as Suter delivers, and it misses low and in the dirt. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. D.O. Hall's done a nice job after initially getting blitzed by the Reds. Pitch is inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pretty good pitch, but Stevenson didn't catch it. If he catches it, he might get a strike out of it. Suter again set. 3-2 coming. And that's low, ball 4. So Burrow is on base for the first time as a Brewer. 1-out runner. And he and his speed all set as Brandon Lockridge is coming up. Suter tosses the first, and Burrow is back. Suter delivers, and he missed. Man, those edges tonight for Eric Backus have been tight as a drum. Essentially, I have to throw it over the middle of the plate in order to get a strike. Lockridge ahead 1-0. Suter kicks and throws home. Swing and a miss. He was late. Lockridge is single and a strikeout today. The strikeout came against Suter in the 4th. An 8-8 game in the top of the 5th. 1-1. Squaring to bunt. Laying it down. It's a fair ball. Stevenson picks it up. Throws to first. Lockridge is out. Brian O'Nora says out. Lockridge not convinced. Pat Murphy will hold up play for a moment, and they will challenge the call, and a very quick challenge at that. Brian O'Nora made that call very quickly, and even after the fact, pointed down as if to confirm to himself, yes.
Milwaukee's challenging the outcall at first base.
So the Brewers will challenge his call. That was Laz Diaz on the microphone. So Laz Diaz and Brian O'Nora will check it out with the folks back in New York. Stevenson picked the ball up, and this one's close over at first base. Again, the Brewers challenging, and they're going to win this challenge, I think. I'm just prefacing it with I think. Foot on the bag right there. Yeah. He, I believe, is going to be safe. This should get overturned, but we'll see. Stranger things have happened. Burrow is going to be at second base regardless. And here comes the call.
The call's overturned. The runner's safe. Milwaukee retains the challenge.
So it's a base hit for Lockridge. 13th hit of the game for Milwaukee. And a good challenge for Pat Murphy and the Brewers.
Every replay review brought to you by your friends at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Upgrade with Pella Windows and Doors as the pitch to Frelick is a strike. It's 0-1. Built for long-lasting comfort and reliability right now. Score 0% interest for up to 5 years at PellaWI.com. Brewers are set up. Frelick a base hit his last time, and a wheel and a fake throw by Suter to second base. Back is Baroa. So you get speed on the bases with Baroa at second, Lockridge at first, Frelick 2 for 3 already. Trying to take the lead for the first time. The pitch is a strike. 0-2 on Sal. The delivery. Check swing, bouncer back to Suter. Fields goes to second. The out is recorded on Lockridge. Frelick is safe at first base. Close play at second. Suter, kind of a risky move, trying to get the middle runner in Lockridge. He made a good throw to Ellie De La Cruz, who scooped it. Runners are on the corners for Joey Ortiz, and that's going to be it for Brent Suter. U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen has been made as Terry Francona is on his way out. The game is on. Don't miss your chance to turn off ringers and cheer for dingers. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Scott Barlow, right-hander, is going to come in and face Joey Ortiz with runners on the corners and 2 outs in the top of the 5th on the Brewers Radio Network.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Barlow, veteran right-hander, longtime Royal, now Red. And the Brewers have runners on the corners for Joey Ortiz, no stranger to this situation, hitting with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. Ortiz, one of the team leaders hitting with runners in scoring position on the season in terms of at-bats. Here's the first pitch. And it missed inside. Breaking ball got away from him. Ortiz overall on the season hitting .274 with runners in scoring position. The pitch, runner goes. Swing and a ball hit off the end of the bat to Lux from shallow right. He throws to first to get Ortiz. And the Brewers are down in the 5th inning. Try to hit and run and almost squirted it past Gavin Lux. Instead, the Brewers had a threat and leave a pair on base. Home half of
The Off Base Podcast is on. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs for all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast. Listen on Spotify and Apple. Sunday mornings, 11 Eastern. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from around the league. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by the all-star lineup of Chevy trucks. Listen on Spotify and Apple. Sunday mornings, 11:30 Eastern.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Ke'Bryan Hayes coming up against a new Brewers pitcher, right-hander Nick Mears. Pitched on Wednesday against the Pirates. Gave up 2 runs in an inning and 2/3. Gave up a home run. It was the home run to Brian Reynolds. In that ball game, it was the Brewers 12 and Reynolds 5. 2 homers drove in 5. So Mears faces Marte. An RBI single back in the second inning where the Reds scored 7 times and sent 12 men to the plate. Right-handed hitter. Mears throws to the plate, and he is a little high, and a check swing. They say he went around, and that's strike 1. Could have been a strike anyway on the call. 8-8 game in the 5th. Mears delivers. Hit off the end of the bat. Tough play. Mears picks it up. Throws to first in time. 1 away. Good play from Mears to not panic. Nubbed off the end of the bat by Marte. And Mears went over, picked it up with the bare hand, and tossed it over to first base. So since that 7-run second inning, the Reds have not had a base runner. D.O. Hall went 6 up and 6 down in the 3rd and 4th, and now Mears gets the first batter in the 5th. It's 9 straight retired by the Brewers pitching staff as Stevenson digs in. And he will take a ball. 1-0. Hit by a pitch in the second and also reached on a fielder's choice in the second. 2 plate appearances in the same inning. Mears gets a swing and a miss. And it's 0-1 in Gesundheit, Kent Sommerfeld. Good sneeze back there. You all right? Just making sure he's okay back there. 1-1 pitch. Stevenson, flare, shallow right. Frelick coming on. Frelick dives. He caught it. Takes a hit away from Stevenson. 2 away in this bottom of the 5th inning. I'll tell you, the Reds have had a lot of those duck snorts that have fallen today, and Sal Frelick looking over to Barreau in center field and saying, hey, this is what happens up here, man. This is what we do. And Sal able to make that catch. Headlong dive and shallow right. 2 outs for Ke'Bryan Hayes. Swing and a miss at a slider, and it's 0-1. Hayes a walk and a fielder's choice, both coming in that second inning. Neither starter will factor in the decision tonight. Here's the pitch, and it is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hayes, the number 9 hitter. Friedel on deck. 1-1 coming from Mears. It's high. 2 balls and a strike. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Mears says, I want a new pill. So Eric Backus will put one in the mid of William Contreras. He'll fire one back out there at Mears. Looking for a quick inning in the bottom of the 5th. Get the Brewers in the meat of their order to the plate in the 6th. Pitch home. A fly ball foul off on the right side. 2-2. Hey, guess what? We get to do it again for you tomorrow. Game 2 of this 3-game series. Quinn Priester against Zach Littell. Same time, 5:40 first pitch. Saturday night thriller. 2-2 coming. Missed outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Brewers saw Littell earlier this year when he was with the Rays down in Tampa.
Threw a good ball game against the Brewers, too. Had a tough time with the splitter that night. Full count, 3-2 coming. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Mears goes 1-2-3 through the Reds in the 5th. On our way to the 6th in Cincinnati. It's the Brewers 8 and the Reds 8 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns,
Perfect balance. What?
boom, interviews with the players,
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
and a little bit
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Got Joey Ortiz to retire the Brewers in the fifth. The Brewers have had a man on in every inning tonight. Scored 1 in the second, 5 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Reds with 1 in the first, 7 in the second inning. And got 5 of those runs against Jacob Mizorowski. Contreras waiting on Barlow. His first pitch is a strike. And it's 0-1. Contreras has hit into a double play and should have hit into 2 more double plays. But the Reds botched both of those opportunities and directly led to more runs. Contreras takes low.
I feel like he's got a big swing in him tonight. More often than not, he's had that big swing in him over the last couple of weeks.
And the pitch. Foul back. That was a big swing, but a pitch that was riding in on him. 6th inning is the Woodman's Food Market's home run inning. Our contestant is Paul Komorowski from Cudahy. Win a gift card jackpot of $100 if a member of the crew hits a home run in the inning. 1-2 pitch. It's up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. $100 will be added to the total for each additional home run this inning. Visit any participating Woodman's store to enter. Service and savings, that's Woodman's. Barlow's 2-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat, shallow left center. In comes Hayes to make the catch. One away for Christian Yelich, who's a perfect 3 for 3 with the Bob Uecker bat tonight. Homer, double, single. 4 runs batted in. All of his hits have gone the other way. Home run to left, double into shallow left, 2-run single down the left field line. Here's the pitch from Barlow, and it's a strike. He has 3 career cycles, all against the Reds, 2 in this ballpark. Oh, 1 pitch. It's high and tight. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's the first time Yelich has come to the plate without somebody on base in front of him since the 2nd inning when he led off and homered. 1-1. Fly ball, left field, back, and gone again for Yelly. The Brewers lead it 9-8 in a game that should be played in the upside down. He's 4 for 4 and has driven in 5. And wouldn't you know, he went the other way again. Can we petition for him to use the Uecker bat all year?
Are you kidding me?
That'd be a pretty easy one. Here's Vaughn. And the pitch is inside.
This is getting to the point where producers would reject the script because it's not believable.
Well, the Brewers have now scored 8 unanswered runs. They've got a 1-run lead, 9-8. Still a lot of game left as Vaughn takes down and away 2 balls and no strikes. Yelich with another multi-homer game, his 3rd this year. He's now got 25 home runs on the season. 2-0 to Vaughn. And a check swing that'll appeal, and he went, says Brian O'Nora. Brewers hitting coaches don't like it. 2-1 on Vaughn. He had a 3-run home run back in the 3rd inning. We've got a winner in our Woodman's Food Market's home run inning 2. 2-1 is a strike. It's 2-2. Paul Komorowski from Cudahy wins $100. So now you just add to it another $100 if they hit another one. Speaking of $100, more donations going out. 2-2 to Vaughn. Hit off the end of the bat, right center, falling fast and down in front of T.J. Friedel. A base hit for Vaughn. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin donating $100 to Hunger Task Force Milwaukee, making a difference to fight hunger in our community. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference. So the Brewers looking to add 9 runs on 15 hits. And not done yet. This is the Reds pitching staff that has thrown the ball exceptionally well recently too. Pitch to Durbin is inside, nearly clipped him. 1 ball, no strikes. One out of 3 for Caleb Durbin. Barlow, the stretch, his pitch. Ground ball, third base, fair ball. Hayes has it, goes to second, 1 on to first. Out at first base. We'll see if the Brewers challenge this. That's a heck of a pickup by Ke'Bryan Hayes over at third. Great play to get the lead runner. And we'll see if the Brewers challenge the backside play over at first. Pat Murphy holding things up still.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you.
It's a great night for baseball.
Another inning, another pitching change in this one. Aaron Ashby coming into this ball game for the Brewers in the 6th. He'll face the top of the order, Friedel, Steer, and De La Cruz. A 9-8 Brewers lead. Christian Yelich has homered twice in the game and is 4 for 4 with 5 runs batted in. He's a triple shy of the cycle. Aaron Ashby last pitched on Tuesday against the Pirates. A perfect 8th inning, including a strikeout. Worked just twice on that last homestand. An inning and 2/3 against the Mets on the 9th, and then again on Tuesday against Pittsburgh. The opponent's hitting just .224 against him. He faces TJ Friedel right out of the chute. Friedel 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. And Ashby having some issues with his communication device. So William Contreras will go out and double check with Ashby. Gives us an opportunity to remind you that you can put a stamp on summer and join the Brewers on Labor Day, September the 1st for Dollar Hot Dog Day. Watch the Brew Crew battle the Phillies to cap off a long weekend and enjoy dollar dogs all game long. Get your seats at brewers.com/tickets. That September the 1st game will end the stretch of 18 straight days with a Brewers game. Brewers are playing 19 games in 18 days that will end on September 1st. Off day the 2nd before resuming that series with Philadelphia Wednesday, Thursday. Ashby, new communication device. He can hear the signs. Pitch to Friedel, misses down and away with a curveball.
You just hear the Phillies right now saying, why do we have an off day in Milwaukee in the middle of a series?
1-0 pitch is in tight. 2 balls, no strikes.
Because the Brewers are running a gauntlet before that.
And the Brewers will come home to a series with the Giants and Diamondbacks before going to Toronto and take on the Blue Jays. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and Friedel takes a strike. 99 on the outside corner. One game with the Phillies, then the off day. League mandates you can't play more than 18 days in a row without an off day, without prior league approval. Pitch is a strike on the inside corner at 98.
Yeah, you get into those tricky situations sometimes in September where you got to get a game in, and so you got to go to the league and get them to sign off on it for a makeup game.
Yep. One of these ballparks that take on a lot of water. Unfortunately, like the Brewers have the roof, thank goodness. Have to deal with that with home games. 2-2 on TJ Friedel. Ashby's pitch. Check swing, strike 3 called. Perfect pitch on the outside corner at 100 from Aaron Ashby. Ortho ASAP strikeout for Aaron Ashby for the first out of the 6th. Spencer Steer digs in. Steer, a base hit, a bases loaded walk, and a fly out to right. Ashby's first pitch to Steer is a strike over the outside corner. That was as fringy a pitch as we have seen called all night from Eric Backus behind the dish. 1-1 on Steer. Ashby deals. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string with a curveball. And it's 0-2. The Brewers have a 9-8 lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. Trailed this one 8-1 after 2. Wouldn't you know? Peck, 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 peck. Pecking away. But in that 3rd inning, it was more than just a little peck. That was a big chunk. 5 spot.
That was more than a flesh wound.
0-2. I'm not sure where it missed, but it's 1-2.
He just will not give that low strike tonight. It's made it a little tougher on these lefties trying to go in there with sinkers or changeups.
1-2 pitch. That's down and in. Didn't miss by much. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still good pitch. Not having that knee-high strike is a big deal. 2-2 coming. Popped him up, first base side. Vaughn in foul territory. It's in the seats. Let's take 10 seconds. Station ID on the Brewers Radio Network. Summerfeld, Jeff Levering aboard. Game 1 of this series between the Brewers and the Reds. 2 playoff contenders living up to it. 9-8 in the bottom of the 6th. Brewers leading it. Ashby into his stretch and pitch. Low. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Spencer Steer with Ellie De La Cruz looming. 12 straight retired by Brewers pitching. 3-2 is chopped foul off his front foot. Last man to reach safely was Noelvi Marte in the 2nd inning. It capped a stretch of 9 straight batters reaching safely against Brewers pitching. 7-run 2nd inning. And 6 straight hits against, I should say 5 straight hits against D.L. Hall. Well, Hall did not allow another base runner, did not allow another hit after that. Through his 2 2/3 innings. Mears a scoreless 5th, and now Ashby in the 6th. 3-2 to Steer. Fly ball, right field. In the ballpark for Frelick. Makes the catch. 2 away. Now it's De La Cruz against Aaron Ashby, and Ashby just went right after Steer. 99-mile-an-hour fastball in the center square.
This is one of the things about the Brewers that is just so incredible when you think about this pitching staff. They just have so many guys that can come at you with velocity. I mean, think about Mizorowski, think about McGill, Uribe, but it doesn't end there. Koenig, Ashby from the left side.
Some serious gas. Here's the pitch to De La Cruz. It's way outside. 1 ball and no strikes. And for the most part, all command guys, too. The Brewers pitching staff does not walk a lot of batters. 1-0. On the ground, foul, 3rd base side. Ball and a strike on Ellie De La Cruz. You don't have these opportunities to come back in games like the Brewers have. They've come back in 21 of the last 34 games that they have won. But you don't have that without good bullpen work. 1-1 pitch. Fouled off the body of Contreras, and it's 1-2 on a changeup from Aaron Ashby.
And a lot of times that's guys on the other side of your bullpen, maybe not your winning bullpen, if you will. That's where the strength in guys 6, 7, and 8 in your bullpen, depending on how many you're carrying, really comes into play, because those are the guys holding the game.
1-2 coming. Down low through the curveball. De La Cruz spit on it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Grant Andersons of the world. Ashby, Hall, Mears, just to name a few. They all matter back there. 2-2 on De La Cruz. Here's the pitch. Yes, he did. Ashby strikes him out. Throws a breaking ball down and in. De La Cruz went fishing for it. 2 Ks and a scoreless 6th on our way to inning number 7 in Cincinnati. Brewers 9, Reds 8 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Best Western. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
You, Jeff. Sam Moll, left-hander, taking over on the mound. Are you going to the mall later? Not spelled that way. M-O-L-L.
Rarudo.
Phil Rarudo. Sam Moll, 33 years of age, former third-round pick of the Rockies. With the Reds the last handful of years. Came over to the Reds in 2023. It's a lefty and Bryce Terang to lead things off here in the 7th, and the first pitch is in there for a strike with a sweeper, and it's 0-1. Making his 19th appearance of this year. It's been a tough year. 6.91 ERA for Sam Moll. The 0-1, and squaring to bunt, and tried to bunt through it. They say he actually pulled the bat back in time. They appealed to third. Laz Diaz says he was good. And it's 1-1 on Bryce. Moll out of the stretch. Big deep breath in the 1-1 pitch. That is fouled back into the net, and it's 1-2. A 9-8 Brewers lead. A couple of solo home runs tonight from Christian Yelich. He's driven in 5 overall. Brewers trailed 8-1 at one point in this game. Wasted very little time in getting their comeback started. Just another feather in their cap in what has been a season of the unexplainable. Moll looks in, and the 1-2 pitch to Terang is a fly ball foul, and this one should get out of play. It will reach the seat's left side of the infield. And it's 1-2 here on Terang still. Terang, Baroa, and Lockridge. This is the bottom third of the order. 7, 8, 9 for the Crew. Trying to add to this 1-run lead. Moll looks in. And the 1-2 to Terang is way in. Ooh, called third strike. Goodness. Bryce had shuffled back to get out of the way of the pitch. It was a sweeper. It did work its way back a little bit, but not that much. And Bryce shaking his head in disagreement with Eric Backus. It was closer than it might have initially looked, but I still think the call was not right.
Considering Stevenson was set up on the outside corner and reached back across his body.
Here's Baroa. takes outside after he'd squared to bunt. It's 1-0. It's a tough call for Bryce, but it's been a tough night for Eric Bacchus. It feels like, as you said earlier, we've had a run of this. Bill Miller was pretty rough on Wednesday, too, for both sides. 1-0 pitch. Baroa had squared to bunt. This time he takes a strike, and it's 1-1. Well, fans, to celebrate 12 in a row, George Webb's free burger giveaway will be Wednesday, August 20th from 2 to 6 p.m. at all 23 George Webb locations throughout Wisconsin. Maul brings home the 1-1, and Baroa again hits squared to bunt. Takes a strike again. It's 1-2. Hungry fans are welcome to stop by any location for a free juicy burger and some camaraderie with fellow baseball fans. I think they'll welcome non-hungry fans, too. Even if you're not hungry, you can still come get the burger.
Everybody's welcome. Celebrate the Brewers.
1-2 on Baroa. The pitch. Missed up and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It's really cool. The vice president of George Webb came over to the airplane yesterday as the Brewers were boarding and gave everybody burgers to say thanks.
2-2 pitch. And he checked. They appeal to first. And first base umpire Brian Onora agrees with my assessment. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Baroa. Made that call for him clear up here. Yeah, we had George Webb's. Just did ketchup and mustard on mine. 3-2 pitch is a pop-up into shallow center. Gavin Lux, the second baseman, backpedaling out into shallow center. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. And that'll get Brandon Lockridge to the plate.
I didn't put anything on my burger. I know they had the extra condiments bag available, but I didn't do anything.
What's your normal go-to for
a burger?
Yeah, for a burger.
Cheese, lettuce, sometimes tomato.
Lockridge stands in there. Maul brings home the pitch, and Lockridge a fly ball into right center. This is well struck. It is pushing both outfielders back, and it'll one-hop the wall in right center. Lockridge off to the races. He's not stopping at second. He's on his way to third, and he's in there with a triple. Brandon Lockridge. Man, can he fly. Talk about all the speed on this team so often. And boy, did the Brewers add some more of it at the deadline with Brandon Lockridge, who's never played in a Brewers game that they didn't win.
He's undefeated. Everybody talks about when they got Andrew Vaughn. What about when they got Lockridge?
He doesn't know what it's like to lose in a Brewers uniform. So 2 outs, runner at third, and here's Sal Frelick. Maul's first pitch. Sal takes high. It's 1-0. You're going to call that a double and then an error on Friedel, so he doesn't get the triple. But a 3-hit night tonight for Lockridge. This ball is found back and out of play, and it's 1-1.
It's the 3rd error on the Reds' defense. One thing we never take for granted with this Brewers team is how well they play defense.
It's one of the main reasons they are what they are and have been the last couple of years. Ball's 1-1 to Frelick. Up and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. That is a big insurance run standing 90 feet away. Brewers with 9 runs on 16 hits tonight. And they'd love number 17 to happen right here with Sal Frelick at the plate. Sal has a couple of hits tonight. He's 2 for 4 officially. Ball's 2-1. Way inside, it's going to get past the catcher, Stevenson, and down the line and scoring is Lockridge. The Brewers take advantage of every mistake you make. It is 10-8 Brewers. That is a huge insurance run for the Crew. And all done with 2 outs here. It was a sweeper, and it missed inside. It was off the glove of Stevenson. And now Frelick will work a walk as he takes the sinker away. It is just so uncomfortable to play the Brewers. You're thinking about so many things. They put so much pressure on you, and Terry Francona has seen enough from Sam Maul. He's going to make a call to the bullpen. Just incredible the way this team takes advantage of every little mistake you make. And the latest example on a wild pitch. U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen. They're proud to support the Brew Crew. When the game is on, don't miss.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Best Western. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Work.
Now the Brewers lead it 10-8 here in the 7th inning. Luis May takes over on the mound. Debuted this year at the age of 24, making his 21st appearance. 3.50 ERA. He's got Joey Ortiz with a runner at first and 2 outs. First pitch to Ortiz is a strike at 101 at the knees, and it's 0-1. Ortiz tonight, 2 for 4. His hot ways have continued. May's pitch checked on a sinker that missed in at 101. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Joey entered the night the 4th highest average in the National League in the month of August at 391. He's only added to that. May's 1-1. This is hit fouling out of play, first base side, and it's 1-2. And hitting in the 2 spot tonight, he's earned that opportunity with Collins being gone and Perkins not being here this weekend. 1-2 pitch. And a fly ball into shallow left. De La Cruz, the shortstop, goes out there, calls off Austin Hayes, and makes the catch. And the inning is over. But the Brewers get a huge insurance run on a wild pitch with Lockridge standing at third. They lead it 10-8 as we go to the bottom of the 7th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The Off Base Podcast is on. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs for all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast. Listen on Spotify and Apple. Sunday mornings, 11 Eastern. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from around the league. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by the all-star lineup of Chevy trucks. Listen on Spotify and Apple. Sunday mornings, 11:30 Eastern.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Golf.com today. 7th inning stretch sponsored by IslandResortGolf.com. The Island is your premier resort destination and the largest north of Milwaukee. It's also the place to be this summer. Book your trip today at IslandResortAndCasino.com. Abner Uribe takes over on the mound. The Brewers with a 10-8 lead. They trailed 8-1 after 2 innings. Pulled to within 2 in the next half inning and have grabbed control of this game now, but still 9 defensive outs to get for the Brewers, and Uribe will try to get them to the 8th inning here. He's going to get the right-handed hitting Miguel Andujar to lead things off for the Reds. Abner looks in, and the first pitch is up and in, and it's 1-0. Abner a 1.92 ERA on the year. This is his 57th appearance of the season. 1-0 pitch, a slider, swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. That is such a nasty pitch.
A lot of people asking the question maybe why Abner Uribe in the 7th and not in the 8th. You don't want Andujar facing a left-handed pitcher. That's a big number one reason.
1-1, swing and a miss, another slider. And it's 1-2. You also have Austin Hayes due up 3rd, and he's traditionally been a platoon guy that hits lefties much better than righties. And you have Jared Koenig at some point you will probably deploy, and that's probably in the 8th inning, one would think. The pitch, swing and a miss. Made quick work of Miguel Andujar. Ortho ASAP strikeout. Start healing faster with Ortho ASAP. Meet with a specialist today. Learn more at orthowisconsin.com. The other part of it, too, is that you hope it doesn't come to this, but if you would face Ellie De La Cruz in the 8th inning, you'd probably rather have him hit from the right side. And that would be Jared Koenig. So here's Lux. Uribe's pitch is down and away with a sinker, and it's 1-0.
You're in a situation now, if you go in order, he would be the last batter that you would face
in the game period.
Yep.
Yeah. 1-0 pitch. That missed outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Also, drive around the league. It's presented by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors. Building Wisconsin together. Cubs lost 3-2 today at Wrigley to the Pirates. 2-0 pitch is a one-hopper to Vaughn at first. Spins and flips to Uribe, who is jogging over to cover the bag and retire to Lux. Nice play by Andrew Vaughn. He made it look easy. That ball was smoked right at him on a hop. 97 miles an hour. Again, Vaughn made it look very easy. He's been getting so much love for what he's done with the bat, but he is a very solid defensive first baseman. So here's Austin Hayes. Uribe has retired the first 2 here. Phillies lead the Nationals 6-2 in D.C. That game's in the bottom of the 9th. Uribe brings home the pitch, and it's right through there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Texas leads Toronto up in Canada 3-2. Top of the 8th inning. Mets losing to the Mariners 10-6 in the 7th.
Got some good details on that one.
Ooh, do share. 0-1 pitch. That's right through there for a strike. It's 0-2.
Mariners with a 5-run 7th inning. They started it against Helsley. Then Brooks Raley gave up 3 more. Cal Raleigh is homered for the 46th time for Seattle.
Wow. That's a lot.
Good details.
0-2 pitch. Bounced a slider in the dirt. Hayes didn't chase it. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Abner looked sharp, though, tonight. Talk about this Brewers team, the best team in baseball. There's really no debating it at this point. Record-wise, the way they're playing, all those different things. Long way to go in the season, though. Pat Murphy would be the first to tell you. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He chased the slider down and away. And it's another ortho ASAP strikeout for Abner Uribe. He puts the Reds away 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 7th inning. 10-8 Brewers as we head to the 8th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The Off Base Podcast is on. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs for all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast. Listen on Spotify and Apple. Sunday mornings, 11 Eastern. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from around the league. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by the all-star lineup of Chevy trucks. Listen on Spotify and Apple. Sunday mornings, 11:30 Eastern.
He'll face Contreras, Yelich, and Vaughn in the 8th. 10 runs on 16 hits for Milwaukee. The Reds, 8 runs on 9 hits. They have committed 3 big errors. The Brewers pitching staff has retired 17 consecutive batters since the 2nd inning. Here's Contreras' first pitch from May. A strike with a breaking ball. It's 0-1. Contreras is the only Brewer that has yet to reach base safely. 0 for 4, and a ground ball off the glove of Hayes and down to the left field line. Contreras into second. Here comes the throw. It's late, and Contreras will be in with a double. So scratch that 0 for 4. How about a 1 for 5? And everybody has reached safely for the Milwaukee Brewers. They did it in all 3 games in that series against the Washington Nationals, remember. And now the Brewers have their man, Yelich, at the plate. 4 for 4, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. Hitting against Luis May, he is a triple short of the cycle. May into the stretch. First pitch to Yelich. Down and in, almost hit him. 100 miles an hour, right around the shins. May, who has only been in the big leagues for a handful of ball games, 21st career appearance for him. Command has been an issue. 15 walks in 18 innings coming in. Pitch to Yelich. Down and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Another one sizzling in there. 100 miles an hour. Yelich with Bob Uecker bat in hand. 4 for 4 the pitch. Chopper, first base side. Lux has it, flips to first to get the out, but Contreras ends up at third base, and Yelich retired for the first time in the game. The Reds fans giving him a Cincinnati cheer. Finally, somebody got this guy out. It hasn't happened in a long time.
So now it's Vaughn. He's coming up. RBI opportunity. He's got a 3-run homer. Infield in on the grass. First pitch from May. It is low for ball 1. Brewers added on a big run in the 7th inning on the wild pitch. It was Maul that threw it. May straightens up 1-0. Chop foul off his front foot. Fastball. May have hit him if he doesn't swing. Runner at third, 1 away for Vaughn. 2 for 4 today for Vaughn. May's 1-1. Fly ball foul right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Today's 8th inning brought to you by the Wisconsin Laborers District Council, representing 9,000 skilled union laborers throughout Wisconsin. Learn more at liunawisconsin.org and feel the power. Vaughn trying to cash in. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider in May. Strikes out Vaughn. A rare failed opportunity for Vaughn to drive in a run for the Brewers. And now it's Caleb Durbin, a 2-run lead for Milwaukee in the top of the 8th. Abner Uribe, 3 up and 3 down in the 7th. Looks like Jared Koenig's loosening in the Brewers' pen for the 8th. Pitch to Durbin. It is a strike on the inside corner at 101 from May. Oh, 1 from May. He's at the belt, lifts and deals. Oh, look out, Caleb. Fastball in tight. He was able to pull the hips back. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Got skinny real quick there.
Quick twitch wrestler move right there, huh? 1-1 on Durbin. The pitch. It is low. That has not been a strike all night, and it continues to not be a strike. 2-1. Ten runs on 17 hits for the Brewers tonight. Delivery. Line foul got out in front of the slider. The Brewers have scored 9 unanswered runs to have this 2-run lead. Remember last year, Lane, we were talking about a crazy game where the Reds had an 8-0 lead and the Brewers came back, never tied it, within 1, ended up losing that game 10-8. Pitch home. Durbin, flare, fouled on the third base line. Another slider that he got up front. And this time the Brewers climbed their way back.
This would be the 3rd largest comeback in Major League Baseball this year.
Down 8-1 after 2 innings. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That was nasty. Sinker down and in. Durbin swung over the top. And May strikes out Vaughn and strikes out Durbin. Bottom of the 8th inning coming up. Brewers 10, Reds 8 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just
playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Picked up the win as he threw a scoreless 7th inning. Walked 1, struck out 1, has not given up a run in his last 8 appearances. He'll face the bottom part of the order. Marte, Stevenson, and Hayes, all right-handed batters. Used Abner Uribe in the 7th, so Koenig gets the 8th. And we'll see what happens in the 9th. Got to get there first. Koenig's first pitch, Marte sprays it foul, and it's 0-1. Usinger's has been Milwaukee's family-owned sausage shop since 1880. Enjoy the same great taste your grandfather did, because Usinger's is still made the old world way. Don't try and make the most, just the best. Usinger's, America's finest sausage, as Koenig pops in another strike, and it's 0-2. Marte, a base hit in 3 tries. The Brewers pitching staff has retired 17 straight. Koenig on 0-2 deals. Down and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Koenig from the third base side of the rubber, ready to rock and roll. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Right on the inside corner with a fastball. Marte is rung up. That's 18 straight retired by the Brewers pitching staff. Tyler Stevenson hit by a pitch, a fielder's choice, and a fly out to right. What a run for this crew for the Brewers. Since the 2nd inning, that 7-run 2nd inning, absolutely nothing. Pitch to Stevenson, strike 1. This is a clinic.
Yeah, I think so many people are going to focus on what the offense does tonight with this big come-from-behind victory, but it is not possible without the bullpen doing what it has done.
Koenig's 0-1. Stevenson took it low, 1 ball and 1 strike.
You're getting a great example of why it's going to be very tough to beat this team moving forward. Not that it won't happen, but you have such a fine margin to beat this team right now.
Koenig's 1-1 is a strike. The Brewers, like they have done since the middle of May, taking advantage of opportunities. 3 errors, all leading to runs tonight for Milwaukee. And not converted double play balls, too, leading directly to the 7 runs in the 3rd and 4th innings to get the Brewers back to a tie game. Pitch to Stevenson. Low. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And you know, Jeff, a lot of that is a mentality. We joke about the average Joes and that they've been overlooked, but they play with a chip on their shoulder. And so when you make a mistake like that, they're going to backyard bully you a little bit.
2-2 pitch to Stevenson. Fouled away just above the Reds' dugout. Make a mistake, the Brewers' offense will compound it and then some. Relentless. And as the hitting group says, 9 batters of hell. That's what it's like.
Yep.
For 9 innings or more. 2-2 again. Here's the pitch. Fly ball fouled on the right field line. And Stevenson putting up a battle with Jared Koenig.
Nolan Richardson would have been proud, right?
Yeah, he had the 40 minutes of hell with Arkansas.
It's a little bit like facing a full court press.
Great documentary, by the way, if you haven't seen it. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Stevenson. Koenig sets again at the belt. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Ortiz gobbles it up. Throws to first. 2 away. Talked about all the comebacks. 21 of their last 34 victories have been come from behind wins. And now they're 4 outs away from their 77th win of the season. Oh, by the way, they have been dominant on the road, too. Pitch to Hayes is outside. The Brewers have won 7 straight games on the road and 12 of the last 13. The last game they lost on the road was in Seattle right after the All-Star break. 1-0 pitch. Fouled back just to our right. And before that loss, you have to go to Miami.
Yeah, the day before Woody made his debut, July 5th. And that Seattle game was Logan Gilbert
being perfect.
Being pretty much perfect, exactly.
A 1-0 loss. The 1-1 is a strike. As since Brandon Woodruff made his debut, the Brewers are 27-4. That was the last day in Miami. Team has lost 1 road game since then. 1-2 on Hayes. The pitch fouled away. We'll do it again. It's an incredible stretch. They've had 2 different 11 or more game winning streaks. The 11-game streak earlier, and now the 12-game streak, which they're 4 outs away from matching a franchise record of 13 straight back in 1987. Team streak. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Koenig strikes out a pair. 20 straight Reds retired by the Brewers pitching staff. We go to the 9th inning. It's 10-8 Milwaukee on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
To a 10-8 lead as Joe LaSorsa takes over on the mound, a left-hander. He'll face Terang, Baroa, and then Lockridge. Baseball season, better known as Shandy season. Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy, refreshing Weiss beer with natural lemonade flavor. Leinenkugel's flavor the moment. Tonight would be a good night for a Leinie's. Hot, sticky. And the first pitch from LaSorsa, Terang was not ready for it. Was backing out of the batter's box. Eric Backus said, all right, go ahead. He's outside. Ball 1.
I'll buy you one after the game.
Sounds good. Deal. LaSorsa's pitch is a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Seven, 8, and 9. Here's the pitch. And that's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trevor. And it's outside on Terang. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That Mariners-Mets game is 11-9 in the bottom of the 8th. So the Mets are making a comeback. 3-2 coming. Check swing. Strike 3 called. Second time that Terang has been rung up on a questionable call. That low strike hasn't been there for much of the day. But Eric Back is picking that moment to ring up Terang. Stuart Baroa.
Yeah, you look at that pitch in the box.
Baroa squares, pulls it back.
On your devices, it's in the box, and you say, well, okay, well, that was a strike, but it hasn't been all night, and as a hitter, you've adjusted to that as the night has gone along.
1-0 on Baroa. He has squared a bunt in every single plate appearance. Squares again and takes a strike. He takes some, he's got some flair to his game.
I think that's fair. Yeah, you know he's there.
1-1 coming back, and it's outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. I mean, he squared the bunt and then pulled it back and almost did a tuck and roll through the left-handed batter's box as he was taking the pitch that was right down the middle. 2-1. That is up and in. Got some happy feet too in the batter's box. I think I like this kid. He's got some pizzazz to him.
Energy.
Yeah.
He definitely is a high energy guy.
3-1. Fly ball into center. Friedel, 3 steps in, makes the catch. 2 away from Brandon Lockridge. It was his double. He ended up going to third on an E8 by Friedel as he was trying to play the carom off the wall. Bobbled it. That allowed Lockridge to get to third, and then he scored on a wild pitch. That is a huge run. Delivery home, squares the bunt, and takes a strike. Trevor McGill getting ready in the Brewers bullpen. I think kind of hidden from our viewpoint as Lockridge hits it off the end of the bat into left field. Hayes makes the catch. The Brewers go in order. The first time on the night that the Brewers have gone in order. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. McGill coming in, looking for 13 straight wins. 3 out.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Best Western. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
On to try and pick up the save. It would be his 29th of the season. Wisconsin Dental Association Dental Savings Club saves opportunity. Save up to 55% on dental care from a network of trusted WDA dentists.
Well, McGill's going to have to earn it. Go through the top of this order. It'll start with Friedel, then Steer, then Ellie De La Cruz. If anybody gets on base, Miguel Andujar. The Reds led this game by a score of 8-1 after the second inning. The Brewers scored 5 times in the third, 2 times in the fourth, single tallies in the 6th and 7th to take a 9-8 lead and a 10-8 lead subsequently. So now it's Trevor McGill trying to shut the door and win the 13th consecutive game for the Brewers. It would match a franchise record back from 1987. Friedel at the plate. First pitch from McGill. Right in there for a strike at the top of the zone at 99. Friedel 0 for 3 today. Walked and scored as part of that 7-run second inning. McGill's 0-1. Friedel chops it foul on the curveball, and it's 0-2. McGill second in the league in saves behind Robert Suarez, who leads with 33 for the Padres. Friedel will take his timeout. This deficit of 7 runs at one point today would be the largest deficit overcome to win for the Brewers this year. Friedel in battle mode. 0-2. McGill kicks and deals. Fouled away left side. And Friedel with 2 strikes really spreads those legs out. Almost takes his legs out of the swing entirely. Squats down. Chokes up on the bat. McGill the stretch. Another 0-2 pitch to TJ Friedel. Flied foul left side. Another fastball, that time at 100. Deep and straight away in the outfield for the Brewers. Durbin in on the grass at third. 0-2 pitch. Struck him out with a curveball. Contreras flips to first to convert the strikeout. That's 1. 21 straight batters retired. Going back to the second inning. Here's Spencer Steer. Spear is singled, walked, driven in a run, and flied out to right twice. McGill ready to work. First offering to Steer. Strike 1, peppered in a fastball at 99 on the outside corner. Remember, the 87 team began the season with 13 straight wins. Here comes the 0-1. Down and away with a breaking ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Brewers, since the 6th of July, 27-4 coming into the game today. They have been the best team in Major League Baseball. The 1-1. Steer fouls it away just in front of us. And it's 1-2. Ellie De La Cruz is on deck. McGill working ahead of each of the first 2 hitters he's faced in this 9th inning. McGill straightens up his 1-2. Check swing didn't go at a curveball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Contreras lays the sign out. McGill throws. Yes! Strike 3 called. A hook right on the outside corner. 2 away. Now it's De La Cruz. That was a perfect curveball on the outside corner from Trevor McGill.
Now you face De La Cruz. The best he can do is pull him within a run.
De La Cruz, a 2-run double back in the second inning. Wants a new baseball. Does McGill? Gets it. He's struck out twice and bounced to short. Brewers fans on their feet in Cincinnati. 2 away. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, first base. It's a fair ball. Vaughn has it. Flips to McGill. 13 in a row. The Brewers have tied the franchise record.
from down by a score of 8-1 after 2 innings. They scored 9 unanswered runs and beat the Reds 10-8. What a ball game in Cincinnati. And the pitching staff retires the final 23 batters that they faced. What else is part of this storybook for the Brewers this season? We'll find out. We still got a couple of chapters to write. In the meantime, soak this one up. 10-8 Brewers over the Reds. We'll have the final totals for you when we come back on the Brewers Radio Network.
What's on Tap? Brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Rooting for the Brew Crew because we're from Milwaukee too. Tastes like Miller time. The Milwaukee Brewers have partnered with GovX to offer 50% off select tickets to active duty military, veterans, first responders, government employees, and teachers at Sunday through Thursday games. Courtesy of Vortex. Visit brewers.com/GovX.